Hello, hello.
We back.
Welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
How it do, baby?
Oh
my god.
yeah.
Hello and welcome
We just
back
lost
to
all the
our...
viewers we had.
We had one viewer, now we have
this
zero.
track.
Yeah.
Quite literally
Nothing's
as
gonna
soon as
happen.
Nick started talking.
welcome back, especially to my brain stopped working. To our friends who have been away for a little bit. Welcome back.
Hello.
Natalie, Pam,
Welcome.
Ashoka,
Come back,
/
friends.
Gregnut,
Slash group
Yes.
slash
Hello.
Chimpus.
Oh
God.
no, Chimpus.
I haven't forgotten.
Oh,
I did. Now I recall. Okay.
Everyone else.
oh my god.
So
I've been waiting for this.
it's been a minute. Some things have happened. Who amongst the group who has been able to play regularly here with us would like to fill in our dear friends on what they have missed? Who remembers what from last session?
I
can
remember
offer portions
something.
of the story.
Go for it.
Well, we decided to explore an island in which things tried to kill us, and Pam bolted, and Ashoka turned into wood.
Sounds about right.
A tree tried to eat me.
That's
Two
true.
other things. Then we entered into a book and witnessed the characters in that book doing things. And then when they saw us, we became those characters. And we fought and killed the beholder. And now we are being attacked by us.
Ooh.
Huh.
You forgot something.
I probably did. Please.
Well, when it comes to being in the book, it's because Iris is back,
Ooh, our girl.
and it's her book.
I see.
Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
To elaborate a little bit further, once they returned to the boat after heading out to look for a while, there was a little bit of a shock where Harrison almost also got tempted by the jungle on the island. And so to kind of take a break from things, Vorgana and Darius worked together to use their chaos and Oliver rolls to summon Iris, who surprisingly was okay with this. And
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Pam would have allowed that.
Yes, precisely.
That's why we did it while you weren't here.
Boo! Boo!
So, essentially, she came to them and said, "Hey, I have this journal that belonged to oracles before me. Some of the pages are like burned and messed up, and I need your help to figure out why." So that is how and why they ended up where they are now. Is there anything else anybody would like to add that I have forgotten, or that you think is important or fun to recall?
Where are my jaguars?
Somewhere.
No, that is not good enough. If you guys lost my jaguars, I will literally never forgive you.
Hey. We didn't lose your Jaguars.
Oh my
You
god.
decided to leave the group.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No, I'm sure they're on the ship. I don't even remember seeing them, so.
Okay.
There was a couple, so those were the most recent memories. Do you guys think it's more fun to fill in Pam and Ashoka on some of the other things that happened on the island, or just leave that for later, for fun realization times?
That one, the second one.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
So, speaking of Pam.
Oh no.
So.
Why me first?
Because I have to set up things, is why.
Okay.
So, you wandered off into a jungle on an island by yourself at night with a slab of stone, dirt, something, wall with a bunch
Seems
of
wildly
toothpicks
out of
on it.
character.
Does it?
Really?
Whilst in the jungle at night, every so often you would feel really tempted to just touch one of the trees, and you were able to avoid it for a while until you could hear from beneath one of the trees something that sounded like winning bells at a casino
Okay.
and familiar entertainment sounds. And you went up to the tree that you felt that at, and you saw lights dancing around it, and you touched it, and it opened, and you tumbled down and down and down. Not unlike Little Alice in Wonderland. And you did find yourself surrounded by a strange mixture of familiar and strange faces as you found yourself amongst a familiar group of, shall we say, carnies and miscreants, some of whom you recognized and felt comforted by, only then to have them turn on you in certain instances and cause a bit of a fight and a ruckus. Could you roll 3? Could you please roll a strength check, an arcana check, and a dexterity check for me to see how well you did in the fight you kind of had to manage on your own?
Okay, so strength, arcana, and dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Oh!
Okay. So that tells me that you are hiding rather than running away. It also tells me that you probably lost some hit points and you've used a decent amount of your spell slots.
Okay.
So I'll say if you could take away one spell slot from each of your levels of spells that are available and take away maybe at least 15 to 18 hit points.
Okay.
And then I would actually like who do I want to do this? I want Vincent to do this. Vincent, I want you to roll. What do I want you to roll?
Yes.
And I was already really low and stuff. That's cool.
Well, you should have been reset. Okay, hold on. You woke up in the middle of the night to go wander off onto an island. Roll an intelligence check to see if Pam would have been smart enough to get 8 hours of sleep first so that her stuff would have been regenerated. And then you can
What am I rolling? Sorry?
an intelligence check for me.
Okay.
To make up for choices you didn't get to make 2 months ago. Sure. Pretend as though your character had had a full rest and then subtract the things I told you, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right. Vincent?
Yes.
What do I want you to roll? Do I want you to... Actually, I want you to roll... Well, it's... I will let you choose. You, my player. Do you want to roll something to help Pam out wherever she is without realizing it as Vincent, which would be relying on her connection to between Pam and Vincent? Yes. Or do you want to roll something as Harrison and rely on your connection between Edgar and Harrison to give a little bit of a...
Let's see. Do you have like a rough estimation? Is this like right after she left, or like where was Vincent during this occurrence? Whatever's going on.
Time is weird.
Yes.
It's less about how it syncs up and more about like you both would have needed each other at certain points in the times that you have been separated. I'm trying to roll to see how effective that mutual need for each other is. I'm rolling to see whether or not you. This is not a good example, but you know that part in SpongeBob where SpongeBob sings, "This is not the stove I know. This
Oh my
kitchen's not the
gosh,
same
yeah.
without you."
Yes,
I'm
of
rolling to
course,
see
that's
if
the
you
best
two
part.
sing that to each other and harmonize without trying. Basically, I'm trying to do a mystical friendship test. So that's where we're at.
I think I'm gonna go with Harrison.
Okay.
I think Vincent is more trusting in Pam's abilities, but because Harrison's in a situation where he has no idea what's going on, he's more worried about Poncho.
Okay. Then I would like you to just roll a straight up and down d6 for me, please.
Okay.
This doesn't count as your Oliver roll because I'm asking you to do it.
Ooh!
There we go,
Nicely
baby.
done.
Yay! Thank you, Harrison!
Okay. So, that means a couple things.
This is not the stove I know.
I would trade it all away if you'd come back to stay
This kitchen's not the same.
without you.
I thought we were all gonna do it. Okay.
Precisely. Okay. Okay. So, after that fight, you managed to get away from the kerfuffle Pam without actually ending it by running into a different part of the underground circus entertainment area that you had found yourself in, which was a hall of mirrors. And you
Ooh.
kept running and running and running, and now you're somewhere that you don't know where it is, but it doesn't have mirrors, and it sounds different, and you don't hear the circus anymore. Also, I think I'm going to leave it there for now.
Okay.
It's dark around you, and you're not sure where you are.
Okay. Is Jacques with me?
Good question.
He's dead.
Roll an animal handling
Oh my
check.
gosh.
Rude! Okay.
Okay. Real quick for the sake of my... Should I... Genuine question to you, my players. How much should I fight to try to make Gregna make sense?
Not at all. Don't
Not
fight
that
it. Don't
hard.
fight it.
0.
Don't fight it.
0 cents.
Okay. All right. Then, yes, we cut away from you, Pam, for a moment. And we cut
Okay.
back to the group who is in the middle of a fight with versions of the selves that they are in the bodies of now.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
So, does everybody
Did you
remember?
repost the character sheets? Oh, okay, I see them.
Yes, I did. Does everybody remember? So you were all the circles, and the people were these different colors. I believe Iris/Taya. Iris was also here in this book with them, by the by. She also got sucked up into the body of a person that she wasn't.
Oh.
So I believe Iris was green. I think, Vincent, were you red or blue?
Oof.
I think I was red.
I
I
think
think
you
I
were
was
too.
blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, yes. So, yes.
But we're the squares.
You're the squares. This little
Yeah.
gray
Nice.
thing is your cloud of daggers that you did have up.
Nice.
I like being a square.
Mhm. Yeah, so this is also, so Vincent, you were right here next to Taya, who was not looking great, alternate Taya. And then
Who is Taya?
Taya is the...
You'll find out.
I guess you're right.
Taya is the person
No,
whose
actually
body
tell
Iris
us, because
entered.
I forget.
Okay, do y'all need a recap of the people whose bodies you're in?
Please.
Okay.
A little
We have Vorgana, who is inside of Chip,
Yeah.
who is
bit.
a
Chipponius.
Chipponius, yes, who is a blonde, muscly paladin type dude. We got
Beautiful.
Rendor, who is inside of Tony, who is a goblin rogue with a New York accent.
Oh, amazing.
We have Vincent, who is inside of Drax, who is a wolf warrior guy with white hair and gold eyes and red marks on his face.
Nice. Beautiful.
And then
Luck in the chest.
hmm And then we have Iris, who is Iris, who got sucked inside the body of Taya, who is a half-elven druidic woman with
I'm just
red
gonna-
hair.
Did I spell that right?
It's spelled like T. Can you guess what I had on my desk when I named this character?
Snapple.
Okay.
Yes, very good. Okay, so that's roughly where we're at. They were exploring a proper dungeon in this here Dungeons and Dragons game, ran into a hallway where they found alternate versions of themselves that then started fighting them, and they don't know why.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys are all the squares. The only person who didn't get sucked into an alternate body was Darius, because there was nobody left to see him. I imagine that we would have ended this session on the last turn order, which means it's alternate Taya's turn to go. I will copy the turn here. I will type the turn order real quick into chat just so everybody can remember. Alternate Taya, alternate Tony. When it says alternate, I mean not you guys.
This isn't confusing at all.
Alternate Chip. Also, though you guys did unlock through successful wisdom checks the abilities of the people whose bodies you're in, you're still able to mix and match with the abilities you still have. Alternate Max. Iris. Vincent killing it with the 7 initiative order. Darius. And then we're gonna with a -2. So there's our turn order.
Oh no! That sucks.
Yes.
Oh.
So. Did y'all hear that?
Yes. I don't know what that was.
It's okay, just a lot of stuff falling over behind me anyway.
Oh no!
Oh no.
So, Taya has just been dragged back here, and she's boxed in between you, Vincent, and Tony, who is Rendor. Yes, thank you. She is going to... She's going to wild shape into a brown bear.
Oh my gosh.
Why?
And she is going
Tony
to...
was grappling her, right? Or no?
Interesting point. She's going to wild shape and then fight that with the strength of a brown bear. So go ahead and roll a strength check, and she will roll to get out of it. Okay?
With or without athletics?
I forget how grapples work. Go ahead, do it with athletics. That's fine.
With athletics? Alright.
Yes. It's an interesting sight. A tiny goblin trying to... Oh! She's a brown bear, but she is still grappled. Oh, and that takes her action to try and break the grapple. Oh, Taya.
That's awesome.
Taya, you fool. Okay. So that basically uses up all of her turn. Alternate Tony. Where is he? He's back there.
I believe I'm the gray box, correct?
You are the
Or am I
gray
the-
box.
Yeah.
You're the gray box here. Right now, bad boy Tony with eye scar, is going to
Got
do one thing.
bad Tony.
Tony with a weird attitude for some reason. None of you have context for what's going on still. Okay. Boop. He's going to do something that you bet you know what it is, Rendor, even though you can't tell where he went. He hides. And then he's going to... Who's he going to go for?
Overpowered.
He's going to throw some daggers at his good friend Chip, because he knows that Chip can be a real problem.
If now.
And since it's going to be a surprise attack, he gets advantage. So, Arrow, do you have Chip's armor class? Wow.
Yes, I do.
What's the armor class?
Where we go?
Does a 15 hit?
Where is it? I'm like, I think it's. Oh no, it doesn't hit at all.
Yay!
Anywhere close to that.
Nice.
Oh.
Just to let you know, my armor class is 20.
Oh,
What?
Dang.
Yeah,
Okay. He's
yeah,
going
he's a big burly guy.
He's going to use
Whoa.
one of his luck rolls to
Like
try that roll again. And then we're going to see if that
I just puff out my chest. I'm like,
Not at all.
try it.
One by one, the tiny goblin disappears behind a wall so you can't see him, and then you hear tink, 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 and you look and 3 knives are falling on the floor in front of you. And he goes, "Yeah! Son of a!" And then he is no longer hidden, so that's the end of his turn. Rendor, it's your
I kind of jolt a little bit when he starts screaming like that, but that's it.
Yes, yes, good. So go ahead and Rendor, it's your turn to go. You are the gray box. What would you like to do?
all right. Well, I had a plan until she turned into a freaking bear. So I am going to let go of the grapple.
Okay.
I'm still in my frenzied rage, aren't I? Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna go all 3 attacks with my warhammer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Smash, 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 smash. It doesn't have to be reckless because it's already flanking.
Flank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Flank
and
and
roll those
spank.
with advantage.
All right. I gotta get my attack bonus back. Oh no, that's the wrong way. Attack bonus is a +6. Okay. Okay. First attack.
21 will definitely hit. Go ahead
All right.
and roll
Do you
your
want
other
to?
attacks.
Okay. More attacks. All right. Second attack.
Will definitely also hit. Go ahead and do it one more time for me, because it's 3.
All right.
Yes.
Third attack.
But all 3 hit. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Woot. Okay.
Woot.
Do I have my shield on? Take my shield off. I can't remember if I took my shield on or off. All right. I'll just pretend I have it on because no, I would have dropped it for grappling. Okay. That means my AC is lower. Okay. So then that's going to be a D10.
Mm-hmm.
1d10 plus tabs. 1d10 plus 2 plus another 2 because of the rage. Okay, so 1d10 plus 4. Hit 1. Bsh.
All right.
Hit 2. Bsh.
Okay.
Hit 3.
Ooh,
Nice.
Okay, so
Nice.
that's 32 in total. Her bear form looks not great.
We have to. Hey, yo, we gotta beat this bear out of her so we can stop her from casting spells.
Beautiful. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You want to take any
No,
movement?
I have literally nothing left.
Oh no!
All right. After Rendor, after your turn, it is alternate Chip's turn and alternate Drax's turn. Alternate Chip, seeing his mirror double in front of him, is just going to go, "You're not me! Ha!" and attack you twice. Chip, Morgana. So that's going to be 2
Oh no.
attacks. 1d20
Okay.
plus 8.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna hit, isn't he? +8.
You have the same sword.
He's got to get a 12. I know, and I was thinking about trying to do what? Oh god.
My gosh. They are
No.
They're not hitting.
Oh, good. Okay, all right. I saw 15 and 16. I was like, no. +8.
Yes.
Sweet. I'm just
So-
like, ha ha ha. You sure you're not the real me? I don't know. I don't know what that meant.
Are you sure
I get
I'm?
confused when I say that.
He looks also confused and then very frustrated and embarrassed. But that's the end of his turn. He also doesn't have anything for bonus action. And then let's see, Drax. Where is Drax? Drax is in a cloud of daggers, and he's starting his turn there. So Darius, I need you to roll 10 d4s, I do believe. And then he's going to leave that area. Darius, acknowledge. Can you, Dad? There we go. Okay, so 23 damage from a cloud daggers. Very mean, that cloud of daggers. Very, very mean. But he's still standing. He's going to step out of it. Ba 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 ba. Oh heck. Oh heck. Oh heck.
Oh
Which
my
layer is it
gosh.
on? Which layer? Oh no. Oh no. Which layer? Why? Okay. He's going to step out of the cloud of daggers. And he's going to come wail on this wizard that did do a cloud of daggers at him. He's going to swipe at you twice with his great axe. Alright.
Am I close enough to protect? Can I even do that? We don't have a shield, I don't think, so.
I
Can't.
don't think you're within range, no. Because you have to be within 5 feet to use that kind of assist. So
Also, I don't think Drax technically has a shield anyway, so I couldn't do it.
Okay. So 2 swipes with the great axe. Does a 22 or 20 hit, or both of them, because you are a wizard?
Ow and ow.
Okay. So that's 1d12 plus 4 in both instances. So you take 30 damage in total from both of those attacks.
Ow.
Jeez.
Oh, I don't have my sheet open. Hold on.
Okay. However, that is going to be the end of the turn. He's going to remain engaged with you there. And after his turn... 82. After his turn, it is Iris's turn, who is green box in the back here. She, upon hearing...
Hey, can I do anything when he attacks me?
Not unless you have a reaction you want to cast, like Shield, the spell, to increase your AC. But unless it's something that's written out as casting time reaction, no. Okay?
I don't know what that means, so.
Okay. I will explain it to you a little bit later, but the basics of it is, so your spells take a certain amount of time to cast, right? Like, casting Cloud Daggers take us up a whole action. There are certain spells that take a bonus action to cast, and then there are certain spells that you can cast as a reaction, which is basically reactioning to the field around you when you're in battle. One of those things that you can do is Shield, which will temporarily up your AC for a round, which adds 5 to your AC, which would have been good in an instance like that. But A, I don't think you have that. B, one of the attacks still would have hit. Another example of a reaction spell is Counterspell. Yes?
While he's hacking at me, can I pull out my poison dagger and stab him with it?
No. That is
It's
not how
not a
combat in
shield,
D&D works. No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. But you can have that in mind for your next turn, good sir. Okie doke. So, after that, there's Iris, who was hiding behind you, Rendor. But upon hearing you say, "We gotta kill this bear to get the magic out of her," she's going to come up and she's going to... What are you gonna do, little girl? She can't do that. She's going to... in true Iris fashion, she's just going to come out from behind you, take the advantage that flanking gives, and try to attack with the quarterstaff she has, because she can't do any spells that wouldn't also hurt all of you. She's going to roll this with advantage. Neither of which hits. Actually, the 11 does, because the bear has lower AC than Taya somehow. So that does a whole... So that does a whole... Hold on. Slash roll 1d8 -2. That does a whole 2 damage. Tony, you say that, and then a second later you see the quarterstaff bonk the bear on the head before retreating. But 2. That is enough. She bonks it on the head, and the bear form disappears.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Good job, Iris.
Yes, and then she goes and hides behind you once again. Vincent, it is your turn after that, and then after Vincent, Darius, it's your turn. So be thinking about what you want to do while Vincent takes his turn. Vincent.
Okay. How many attacks do I have as this character?
Drax technically gets 2 attacks per action.
Okay. I'm going to use 1 attack on Ternetea
Okay.
with my great axe. And did I activate Rage last time? Since Drax has that?
I don't know if you did or not. I think you probably did.
Okay. I'm just gonna... But it's a bonus action anyway, so I'm just gonna say if I didn't, then I'll use it again or whatever.
Okay.
So I can have the bonus effects.
Mm-hmm. Alright, go for it.
If I use this character sheet, will it work? Or is it a separate system?
It's a separate system, so you can't click on it. It will roll in D&D Beyond. You'd have to type it into here. Yeah. The only other thing to keep in mind, you are flanking with Rendor, so you do get advantage on these attacks.
Okay.
Against Taya.
What does Rage do again?
Rage gives you a +3 to melee damage, basically.
Okay.
Also makes it so you take half damage from piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm. That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm gonna roll again just in case it's critical, but
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be. Okay.
Didn't you say the bear disappeared?
The bear did disappear. However, Taya is still there in her weak little wimpy druid form. So
That's our Taya. That's us as Taya.
No. The Taya that's your guys's is the square that's currently hiding behind Rendor. The circle Taya is the one that tried to turn into a bear and attack and failed.
Okay.
So 12 damage.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to tell me how that does her in? Do you want to describe to me how she fades away, or do you want to keep her alive, but unconscious?
I think because of that it's some form of iris in my eyes, I'm gonna try to not kill her.
Okay.
So I just kind of I don't know, cut once and then just kind of hit her in the face with the back end of it, knock her out.
You slice her across the chin, and then as she's distracted touching that, you hit her with the flat of your great axe and let her slump against the wall, not moving to cause you guys any more trouble.
Nice. Now I'm gonna go back and try to help out Darius with the alternate version of me.
All right. So you, good sir, here we go. This is you. So you're gonna... That's enough movement. So are you gonna get to the other side of him, or just next to Darius?
I'll try to surround him, I guess, yeah. Or without getting in the cloud of daggers.
You should be able to do that just fine.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. You are flanking again, so go for it. This is what you get when you do hallway fights, folks. Note to future self.
Wait, that hits, right? I think.
19 is going to hit, yes. Go ahead and roll for some damage. Unless you want to roll again to see if you get a critical, which you may well do.
Oh. Do I have advantage against this?
Because you're flanking him with Darius.
Oh, okay. Might as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
And then after his turn is Darius's, and after that is Morgana. And then we shall see.
12 again. I'll take it.
He's still standing for sure, but he is definitely irritated. I imagine you don't hold back the way that you did with Iris. So I imagine you
Yeah.
just do like a big old swipe across his back, and he glances over his shoulder at you with like the scar on his face that you don't have, with like this glimmering look of animalistic. So yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to do, or is that the end of your turn?
Ugh. I think that's all I can do, so I'll just end my turn there.
Okay. Darius, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to move this stack of daggers back over to that guy.
If
Over
you
the
do,
blue guy,
it will
and
have
don't
to
hit-
go. If you did, it would have to
Don't-
go over Vincent.
True.
Hmm.
If you want to do, like, I'd be okay. I have a good amount of health, so I'd be fine if you wanted to do that still.
Well, I don't want to hurt any of my partners. Hmm.
You said something about a poison dagger.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing you have, or were you just mad?
Oh, we all have poison daggers.
Oh, you mean the
We
poison short swords.
Yeah.
I see.
Is that a dagger or is that longer than and whatever? It's a poison dagger.
Do you
I
want to try to
stab
hit
him
with
with the
that?
poison. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll with advantage because you are flanking. Do you know what to roll for that?
Negative.
Okay. So roll 1d20 plus your strength bonus. I don't think that you're proficient with. Let me double check. I could be wrong. Medium armor, light armor. No, you are not. So go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage. To see
Strength
if you
check.
can hit. Yes.
Okay.
Since you are not proficient in that kind of weaponry, you're relying purely on your strength to hit.
Hold on.
Okay. And let me pull up the stats for that.
With advantage.
There it is. Did you roll? Okay, so even with advantage, that doesn't manage to hit. You're not familiar enough with wielding a blade to land a hit because his skin is weirdly hard on its own and it doesn't pierce it. That's terrifying. But you still have movement and a bonus action if you would like to do something else. After this turn, it's Vorgana's turn, so Vorgana, be thinking about what you want to do, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
In my tool proficiency and custom skills, it says shields 4 strength.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean I have a shield?
It means that you're proficient. I think you have a leather shield. Mm-hmm. Yes, you do have a shield. That's how your armor class is 12 instead of 10, I think.
All right. So what if I do polymorph and change into something as big or bigger than this guy?
You could try to do that. However, you used your action to try to stab him, unless you want to use your cheat codes to make it so that you did not do that. Has an Oliver roll ever been used in combat before?
I don't think so.
Is that something that you would like to do?
Sure, I'll give it a try.
All right. So, do you want to? This is your Oliver roll for this session, yes?
Yeah.
All right. All right. ladies and gents and folks of all sorts, we've got an Oliver roll here. Okay.
Let's
Are you
do
doing
it.
this based purely out of will, something hopeful, based on a memory, a bond, curiosity, or a desire to understand?
I want to understand.
Okay. Roll 1d6 for me. Okay. So you are able to make it so that you did not stab him or try to stab at him, so you have that action back to change it into polymorph. However, you find that you do not have that poisoned dagger anymore. It's nowhere to be found.
No.
But you have your action back. You can cast polymorph if you wish. One thing I would caution, keep in mind, this hallway is not that tall. What would you like to do?
So, what?
Mm-hmm.
I remember I changed into those stone. What were they? Stone gargoyles that came alive in the tunnel below the castle or whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
What if I changed into a big one of those and just chomped on this guy?
Well, if you cast polymorph this turn, you'd have to then use your next turn to use the abilities of whatever it is you turn into. Because polymorph is in and of itself the action that you're taking. So you can basically choose what you want to become this turn, and then I can find the stats for that and give it to you. And then that's what you will be the next time. The other thing to keep in mind, using polymorph, you will then take on the stats of whatever creature you pick. So if you pick a creature with a 2 intelligence, you gotta be careful with that. Just as a friendly DM note from your local granny.
Okay.
So,
Well then, so I haven't done an action then. It's basically what you're saying.
yes.
Okay.
You undid your action because now you have never had the sword.
Hold on just a second.
Okay. And then after Morgana's turn, Pam, I would like you to do something.
Okay.
Just be ready with your character sheet.
Oh gosh.
I'm sorry, folks. I should know this stuff better.
It's all right.
It's all good.
It's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a hot minute.
Does Greg not get to do anything?
Don't you worry about Greg, that I have plans.
So does Greg not.
All right.
Is Greg not here in this fight right now?
Just you give it a minute. How about?
Okay. All right.
I'm worried.
Darius, also, if you wish, you can hold your action until something else triggers it. So, if you want to hold your action until someone tries to attack you or something like that, that's also something you could do.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do then.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I'm going to cast a level 5 Cloud of Daggers.
Again?
Yep.
So that'll get rid of the old one and put it back here?
Why does it get rid of the old one?
Well, let me see, actually. Hold on. Cloud of Daggers 5e. Because it's not... It's concentration is why. You have to be concentrating on the spell, and you can't concentrate on more than one at a time.
All right, I'm still going to do it.
All right. Cloud of Daggers, 5th level. Right over this boy. Go ahead and roll 10d4 of your spiky spikes. Darius starts to cast Cloud of Daggers, and it just turns into an EDM song. And then
What's
the beat
that-
drops,
what's
and
that-
people going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah,
I try
Oh,
to
that
think
sucks.
dang.
That's alright. Everything
I
counts.
saw 20 and then I was like, oh, nice. And I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
It's all good. Do you want to use your movement at all, or are you just going to stay right there? I will say, if you
Yeah.
move out of his melee range, he can make an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, but he's in a cloud of daggers, so that only helped me.
No, since it would not do him. It's up to you. Or you can remain where you are. It's up to you.
I think I'll remain where I am. I'm already down to 16 hit
Okay.
points.
Oh
All right.
no.
Vorgana, it's your turn. You're facing
Okay.
a mirror, but
before I
slightly
start,
uglier.
I-
Yes.
So I just wanted to say, like, when I was picturing when you said like that when he was attacking just before, like with the techno music, I don't know the name of the song. Does anyone know the name of the song? It's like do 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 do. I don't know if I'm trying to figure out how to, like,
Storm.
is that the Sandstorm song?
That's
That
the
is what I
Sandstorm.
was doing, I think.
Yeah.
Really, Dan? Of course you were.
That was the voice that like went into my head. Yeah.
I did it
No,
without
Danny.
thinking.
So much
It was
pain.
perfect. Okay. Yeah. So
Probably the worst
I
battle music ever. Massive, like, Lord of the
honestly
Rings.
though,
But that is the music you hear
Okay.
behind you, Chip.
that's still great. Honestly, I think because it's so bad, such a bad like battle music, that it makes it amazing battle music.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
All right, Chip,
Um,
what are you doing to this guy?
So I wanted to ask really fast. So I have double attack, but if I were to use that, I would have to attack, right? I wouldn't be able to use where is it? I just saw it. I think it's Sacred Weapon. Is it Sacred Weapon? Yeah.
So
Or Channel Divinity. That's the one I wanted to do.
So that
Sacred
will
Weapon.
take an action to do it,
Mhm.
and then it remains around, I do believe, and then it becomes a thing that you can.
So it has to only be the only action I take for that turn.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I want to do that. It would be nice to do that, but I don't think I have enough time. I'm just like, this guy's already attacking me, so I should probably. So I pull out my long sword and
Something you can friendly granny DM tip. Something you can do is when you do hit, you can use a divine smite to make it worse on them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the other question I had because I was looking at that too. But sweet. Okay. Well, thank you for answering that. That's perfect.
No problem.
Okay, so let me roll 1d20 plus 8, right?
Yeah.
Plus
Keep in
8.
mind you're dealing with the same armor class that you got, so go for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping I just roll better. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, we
yeah.
got one. We got one.
Go ahead.
Oh,
And
wait,
roll
so
second.
if I use the Divine Smite, can I do it once, or do
Um,
I just have to wait?
You can, when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for each spell higher than the first, plus 1d8
Oh,
against
man.
undead or fiends.
That's a lot of thinking.
So you can. It depends on the spell slots you want to use. Essentially.
I will probably just use one or two one-level spell slots. So, to wrap my head around, how much damage am I doing really fast?
So if you're using your longsword to hit with, the base damage that it has is 1d8 plus 4. And then if you're going to do first level Divine Smite that would add only 1d8, but you have improved Divine
Okay.
Smite, so that will add 2d8 radiant damage. So that will be 3d8 plus 4 in total, using one
Holy.
first level spell slot.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll do that.
All right,
Dang, I was hoping it
19.
was more damage, but it's okay.
That's still pretty good.
Huh?
And then, do you want to roll your second attack?
Yeah, I also know how much HP he has, so I'm like,
Yes.
I know that did something, but I wanted to do more.
Mhm.
Okay. Roll 1d20 plus 8. Come on.
Nice.
Yes. Okay,
right.
sweet.
And now you
Oh,
can do the
man,
same thing.
okay.
You can do another Divine Smite if you want, and you can
I'm
do it
I'm
higher.
gonna do a little bit higher. Yeah.
Okay.
What's my highest?
So the spell
the
slots that he
highest?
has, the highest level spell slot he has is a 3rd level.
Dang. All right, here we go. 3rd level.
All right. So then that will
Let's
be
do it.
5d8 plus 4.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Plus 4. I'm just like, take this.
Take this. Okay. Okay.
You're not me.
I wouldn't want to. Ah. Okay. He's looking pretty rough. He's not gone, but
Sweet.
he's looking pretty rough. You've made more
Okay.
scars for his face, which
Oh,
you
no.
think is pretty
I'm
gosh
just-
darn cool.
At the end of my turn, I'm like, you want more scars? Just say goodbye. just leave.
You are blasphemous! He starts yelling at you. Okay.
We're just yelling at each other.
Yes, you're yelling different anime like hero phrases at each
Yeah.
other, and you're confused about which one of you is the villain. You're
I have
blasphemous!
high ground.
Yeah.
I'm the hero. No, I'm the hero.
Yes, very good. All right. So at the end of that turn order, Pam, can you roll a percept? Are you there, Pam? Heck.
Pam just said, okay. Yeah, I think
Okay.
Pam's still BRBing.
Okay. Okay. Alternate question. Gregnet, you there?
Yes.
I want you to roll a perception check. And to
Okay.
determine what your perception is, I want you to roll a d6. Or how that goes, I want you to roll a d6.
Slash roll.
Slash roll 1d6.
There's also a little menu on the side, like the left-hand side of the roll
Mhm.
20, where there's a little one-sided die. You can just click on that, and it drops a menu down of dice you can select to roll, so you don't have to type it in every time.
Oh my god.
All right. So Gregnet, you don't know how you got here. You were following Pam for a while and being sneaky about it. And then she was in a weird place with like cages and color for people. And then people got loud. And you found some beans. And then you kept following her. And now you're in a real dark closet. And now you hear a lot of yelling outside, including 2 people with the same voice yelling at each other. No, I'm the hero. No, I'm the hero. And it's very
Right.
loud and confusing and very dark. But there's a door in front of you that you could open if you wanted.
Oh my gosh. Where's the door lead to?
Do you want to open it?
You know, Grandpappy always said it's never anyone's business to open up doors.
Do you agree with Grandpappy?
Grandpappy used to make me shovel. I'm gonna
Shovel
open the door.
All right. And with that, Greg Nutt enters. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hello.
No,
What's happening?
we're
Alright.
kind of in the middle of
Also,
something right now.
Oh, sorry. And Greg goes back to the door.
No, no, wait, no, leave.
Oh, what? Right?
Hi, Greg.
Hi.
Greg Nutt, I need you to roll initiative, but use a d6 for it, and I'll figure out what
Okay.
that means. Oh dear, I've done this.
Rolling never.
Natural 20. Greg
never
Nutt, it's
took
your
so-
turn
so
right
public.
now.
I cast Storm of Knives.
Okay. This is not bean magic.
Oh, okay. What's the closest thing that is in my skill set that resembles Cloud of Knives?
You have a gray bean. You have the
Okay.
beans that you found were as follows: gray bean, reflective bean,
Yeah.
and indigo bean.
It's my favorite. I cast Indigo Bean.
Okay.
Cast.
By cast, you mean eat?
Yes.
Okay. Indigo bean. What is indigo bean?
No,
What
wait.
do you want?
I changed my mind.
What?
I use my Gregnet targeting system to locate an enemy.
Okay.
Have they been located?
You rolled a 5 on your perception, so actually, this is really confusing. Because
There's 2 of everybody.
actually, roll another
It's happening
d6
first.
perception check for me.
Okay, I can do that super fast now. Check it.
Oh no!
You're not sure, but you think the guys with the scars are really cool and probably the good guys.
Okay, then I jump on the people who aren't that.
Okay, so Gregnet uses his full movement to.
Oh, okay.
Is that?
So I was anticipating lunging on the back of an enemy, and in their moment of gasping, I throw the indigo bean down their mouth.
No.
Okay.
No.
So Chip, Vorgana, you see Gregnet do his assessment holding a bean, then he goes, runs past you, launches himself. Well, hold on. Roll another d6 to see you can successfully do this, Gregnet.
D6.
The most athletic and beautiful you have ever seen Gregnet be. He lands on your back and into your mouth goes, what color bean, Gregnet?
Indigo.
Indigo.
And in it goes.
What are you hoping this indigo bean does? What do you suspect this indigo bean does, Gregnet?
If this bean enters thine enemy, surely it will bring great destruction.
All right. Go ahead and roll a
Wait,
d6
what?
to see if that's
I'm not
actually
ready.
what it does. Actually, no,
Oh,
this
a
is
D6.
bean magic. Roll 1d20 plus 8.
1d20.
Wait,
How do I
so
do
he
it?
put it in my mouth?
Yes, he did.
Okay, let's
Oh
see.
my
I gotta
God.
custom this.
So you couldn't tell who was who because we're all duplicates.
Just 8.
I guess like character.
God no!
Okay, so here's the thing, though.
I'll
You
create
specified that if it goes into the mouth of thine enemy, destruction will come. However,
Yes.
there's a
beans
there's a
know
pit
what it
of
is.
delight in your stomach, Vorgana, that changes to fear and confusion as Gregnet leaps on you and force feeds you a bean.
Uh-huh.
But after a moment wherein Gregnet snickers about the evildoer he has just vanquished, you feel a pleasant warmth radiate through your stomach. I need you to. Have you taken any damage?
He's about to.
I think. Or are you talking to me or talking to?
To you, Vorgana.
I think I did at some point because I'm 91 out of 100 right now.
Okay. That's still not too bad. I think that your next you know how you were wanting to do the what's it called? The channel divinity sacred weapon. Your weapon is just sacred now. It's growing with the faint
Ooh.
indigo hue that acts as if you had used the sacred weapon channel divinity on it. From your friend Gregnet, who now looks very confused on your back. Gregnet, this man
I go,
that you've...
oh, thank you, Craig Nuts.
Vorgana?
Thank you, Sir Greg. Sir Greg of the Nuts.
How could this be? I thought thine was mine enemy.
Also,
Thine was
Pam,
not.
make a perception check.
Okay.
Forgive me.
You missed me
Greg Nut,
making...
you've given me all the power I need.
You missed me jump scaring you with
the
Gregnet.
beans did.
Okay. All right. So Pam.
Yes.
Can I just say
you-
one more thing? Oh,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say to Greg that the bean thanks you from within.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Such pure friendship power. Okay. So Pam, you think you're alone in the dark, and then all of a sudden you hear the door open, and you look behind you, and you see Gregna stepping out into the hallway, where you hear great commotions. You hear a man arguing with himself, it sounds like. I'm the hero. No, I'm the hero. And you hear Gregnut run out, and the noises associated with the Gregnut leap. You are now no longer where you were previously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shucks. I'm on the wrong layer. Would you like to exit this area? You're still crowded in slightly by the walls about you.
Yes, I will follow where I saw Gregna go.
Okay. So this is the scene before you from your perspective. This little gray circle is a tiny rogue goblin man. This is a blonde paladin man. This is the same blonde paladin, but with Gregna on his back. This is a white-haired, animalistic-looking man. This is a white-haired, animalistic-looking man, but with a bunch of knives in him. This is Darius, probably the source of the knives. This is a half-elven druidic woman with red hair who is currently unconscious. This is that goblin man again, but slightly more chipper. And this is that same half-elven druid, but conscious.
Okay.
Please roll initiative.
Okay.
8. All right. So that puts you right before Vincent. How fitting.
Nice.
You do feel... what was it that you rolled earlier, Vincent? Was that a 6? It was a 6.
Yes.
One thing you're sure... You feel... You're not sure how, Pam, but out of everything that's going on, you know that this blue square is Vincent. That you know. You're not
Wait,
sure
which
how you
one?
know... This blue square. The animalistic-looking man that is not being stabbed by a cloud of daggers.
Okay. It's hard to see in Roll20 what you're pointing to, but...
I see. Here, let me... If I zoom in on Roll20, does it help? Probably not.
I'm not
No,
sure.
because we're in control of our own Zoom.
I see.
It's okay. That helps. There
Yes, that one.
That's good. Yeah.
Thank
Clever.
Max, you
That was
continue to be
me.
better at that than I am. Oh, that's how I point. Okay. But yes, so your turn will come in a little while, Pam. Be thinking about what you want to do. Consider what spell slots you have left after your encounter with the circus, etc., etc.
So where am I? I don't see myself on the...
You're this red square right here. Because you just came out of this little closet.
I don't see...
Do you not see?
I see it in the stream, but I don't see it in Roll20.
Huh.
I also don't see.
I know why. I have to make you a real girl. Hold on.
What?
There you are.
Okay,
You're
there
a
we
real
go.
girl.
What? All right, there I am.
Yes, there you are.
So this gray circle is good boy, and then the red
You
circle.
do not know.
Okay, that's fair.
The one good boy you are aware of is Vincent. The
Got
rest
it.
of these could be bad boys, although this is Darius.
All right.
Yes.
I just know that it's just straight up Darius.
Yes. So
Got it.
you'll have a little bit of time for your turn. You come just after Iris and just before Vincent.
Okay.
So this green circle that is alternate Taya. Can you guys see that, by the way? Or no?
The green
I think
circle?
so.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Heck. Why are
Wait,
there
what?
layers in Roll20? Okay.
The green square? I can't see the green square.
The
Wait.
very bottom. That one?
Mhm.
No, she means the
didn't
one
think.
below the red square, which is
No,
in the stream, but yeah, we're missing a green square.
Hold on. That green square no longer applies. Huh.
Got it.
Okay. This green circle is the unconscious one who's going to roll. You specifically said you did not want to kill her, so she's stabilized.
Yes.
Alternate. This goblin that you see before you, Pam, the rest of you see, is going to once again hide and try to do better on his rolls. And so he hides with an 18. Wrong layer yet again. So he disappears somewhere that you can't see. And then he is going to... Where are you, Tony? He is going to try instead to crossbow. Who's going to try to crossbow? He just saw you take out Taya, so he's going to try to crossbow Vincent / Drax. 1d20.
Okay.
And he will get advantage because surprise and sneak attack. Does that hit?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So that's going to be... Oh, that's awful. 7d6
Yeah.
plus 7. So you take 31 points of piercing damage. However, you raged, correct?
Yes.
That is 15 points of piercing damage, my friend.
Oh, cool.
His position is now revealed. Which is essentially...
Can I
he just...
edit it, or can you? I think only you can edit it. Oh well.
Drax. You're using Drax's HP, right?
Yes.
15 damage. There we go. And that's going to be... Do you have a bonus action? You used a bonus action. No. You're all good, Tony. Bad boy, Tony. Tony the bad boy. Rendor, it's your turn.
Okay. That guy sucked. May I ask my distance? Let me actually. Oh, I can figure it out with this. I got this thing. Okay, so it's 35 feet to. Well, hang on. 40 feet from me to him. And how many feet from here to the Cloud of Daggers? Dang it. Okay, I can't do that. Where's the Cloud of Daggers? Is that black square there?
Yes, it is.
And then we have the red square is the barbarian, and the red circle is...
These are both the paladins. So the square is good paladin Morgana. Circle is bad paladin.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Is Morgana's within 5 feet of bad paladin, huh?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my... Has it been an hour since we fought the Beholder?
I do not think it... Well, roll a luck check for me.
Okay. Just a straight D20?
Yes, please. That was like 20 minutes ago, my dude.
Okay. It has... Okay, well, so less than an hour would have been in my favor. Sorry.
Okay.
So I want to confess that first.
Okay. You know what? I already said it.
All right, I'll take it. Long Strider's still up. Then in that case, with Jerk Paladin, I'd like to pull my short sword out, and I would like to run and get into a flank position. Right where this arrow is, right here. I don't know if you can see the arrow. Is that showing up for you? Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm going to put myself there. I'm going to attack finessively with Tony's stats.
Very good.
To get that advantage. So I will do that first, and that's going to be flanking. So, oh my gosh, this is going to be horrifying.
This is the dude with 20 AC, though. Remember.
Yeah.
Why did you move the green square?
Okay with it. Here we go. Here's the advantage.
Sorry. You're right. That should be the gray square.
Oh my gosh, they both missed.
Oh.
Okay, well, I've got 3 attacks. I'm going to try again.
Nice.
You also, Ryan, you know something else? Oh, he does have it. If you scroll down, this is also a lucky boy. Just remember that. You can decide when and where, but...
Oh, what?
I had too much fun
Listen,
giving them all
yeah.
feats, so now they're all too
Okay.
good.
All right. Yeah. I see the thing that you did there.
Yes.
I am going to. I think I will use a luck on
Okay.
one of my rolls.
Go for it.
Let me roll that again. Yeah.
That just hits. Woo!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, boy. Okay. So, and that's the case. That will be my sneak attack.
Yes, it will.
So that means freaking so much math. Hang on. It's a plus 5. So 77 plus 5. Okay.
Mhm.
Hang on. 76. Roll it.
All
Okay.
right. Tony, Rendor, dear friend.
Yeah.
You've bagged yourself a paladin. How would you like this to go down?
Oh, I'll just stab him a bunch of times until he looks like he's about to faint, and then on the last hit, I'll just pop him with the pommel in like the base of the neck to try to put him unconscious.
Gotcha. So it's funny because a small green thing, well, not small, landed on. Let me fix that. Landed on Good Boy Chip's back. And then a different small green thing attacked Bad Boy Chip's back. It went very, very much worse for the second guy. Those things happened very close to each other. You just got a boost, Morgana, and then Rendor just showed up and destroyed this man. So, good job. So this paladin is outskis.
Well, I'm like, now who's next?
Okay. Well, with the rest of my movement, I will continue on to this guy. Right here.
The one hiding.
He revealed himself when he shot.
Yes, he did.
Got it.
And I'll just sheathe the short sword, put both hands on the hammer, take a swing, reckless.
Go for it.
6. It's just one of them. Nope. There. 2 of them because it's reckless.
Unfortunately, does not hit. You swing a little bit. You're still figuring out how to handle Rendor's items in Tony's body, and the hammer lands on the brick, shattering it above his head. Some dust lands on him, but you don't hit him.
Okay. Then with the last bonus action, I am going to try to grapple him.
Ooh, okay, go for it. Let's do competing athletics checks.
I believe he gets to choose between athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. All right, then he will.
Whatever's better for him. Well, okay, here goes. Well, that sucks.
Oh!
But not as much as his does.
Yes, precisely. He is grappled, my friend.
Okay.
Nice.
That will be my turn.
Woo! Well done. All right.
Nice.
All right. So, hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Sorry, moving things onto the same layer. Okay. So after Rendor's turn, it is alternate Chip's turn, but he is also unconscious, slumped against the wall. It is alternate Drax's turn, but he starts his turn in the Cloud of Daggers. Darius, roll 10d4 damage for me.
Gladly.
D4. Gee.
I know.
I'm not sure which is quicker, just typing it out or doing this thing.
It's up to you. I haven't seen the roll yet. Okay. So that's another 22 damage at the start of his turn. Okay. What's he gonna do? So let me subtract that from his health real quick. After his turn is Iris's turn, and then after her is Pam. So be thinking about what you want to do, Pam. Okay. So far in the past turn, you've seen a couple different people get knocked out, though. So you're like, oh, okay. Okay.
I hope they see another one.
All right. So, you watch as instead of dealing with his hand axe, he pulls out. Vincent, he turns towards you, and you see him pull out his hand and rub a peculiar-looking ring on one of his fingers. He's going to use an action to spend a charge to attack you and try to push you away from him. So he's going to roll 1d20 plus 7. You watch as a spectral ram's head emerges from his fingers, roars at you, and tries to push you back. Does 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then you take 2d10 force damage. And you are pushed 5 feet away from him forcibly. Awful! Awful!
Cool.
Okay. Okay. And then... Wow. And then he's going to move out of the... So that pushes you 5 feet away from him, so roughly there. And he's going to move that other 5 feet, once I fix the layer that he's on, to be out of the cloud of daggers once more. Though there's not... Actually, 40 feet. So 5... Since you were forced away from him, that would have broken the melee range, but then it wouldn't have... Okay, so yes, 5, 10. That's what he's going to do. Let me do a quick measurement to make sure that makes sense. Oh, yeah, that's definitely within range. You know what? Actually, he's going to try to help out his little goblin buddy, since he has the movement. Whip. Okay. And that'll be the end of his turn. And I need to figure out which gosh darn layer everything is on, because I am a goof. But that is the end of... Shucks. That is the end of Bad Boy Drax's turn. After his turn, it is Iris's turn. She is all the way back here on her own. I think she, in a voice that isn't hers, looks at him and goes, Pam! Help, please! Hi, how are you here? Hold on. She definitely does not... she wouldn't be able to get past that. Okay. So she is just going to catch up with you, Darius, and then wait behind you because she does not know what else to do now that people are unconscious. And it is now... Pam, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, alright. Okay, so can I freely talk to Rendor, or would that be like a bonus action or what?
I'll give you a few sentences chatting. No problem.
Okay, because I'm still not entirely sure who he is, right?
Correct.
So I'm just gonna ask him who he is. Sir, who are you?
Hey, yo, it's me, Tony.
Oh!
Be with you in a minute. I'm just gonna finish dealing with this phony Tony.
Phony Tony! Beautiful. Okay.
I'm not entirely sure if that's helpful, Tony.
Pam, do you want to make an insight check?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, this is a very good performance on his end, but this is your friend Rendor, the seasoned entertainer.
Wonderful. Okay, can I hit somebody in a grapple or no?
You can, and you have advantage because they are grappled.
Okay. Or I should probably get the guy that's coming up behind Rendor. How far away is he?
Not far
I
at
assume
all.
I assume that that's a bad guy, right? That's
This is a
bad
bad
boy
guy.
Drax. Not
Circles
that I
are
should
bad
know that,
boys.
but
Yes,
Yeah, he's the guy that just had an eye stuck in him.
correct.
I see. So I know that he's bad.
Correct.
Or I can assume that if he's coming up behind Rendor, can I? Okay, so I can move, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will move, and then I'm gonna whip him,
Okay.
and
Whip it
I'm
good.
going to use,
Whip it good.
Good, yeah.
I'm gonna use when I whip him. Since I'm close, I'm gonna use Divine Smite
Good.
in my third level spell slot.
Okay. You can decide to use Divine Smite once you've hit.
Okay, so I should hit first.
Yes. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
for an attack with your whip.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that is not going to hit unless.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna try to roll again.
Okay, you're gonna chaos roll.
Yes, that's unacceptable.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Chaos roll. You may re-roll, so it's not an advantage or anything, but you may re-roll.
okay.
Hold on. Where's his sheet? So you're aiming for Drax, correct?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that does not hit. His armor class is 16.
Oh, what about if there's a luck roll that goes on there?
The luck roll?
I use luck on that roll.
Are you? Oh.
Are you allowed to? Am I allowed to do that? I don't know how luck works.
I
don't
don't
think
know,
I know
but
how
I'm
luck
going to allow it for other reasons. That's fascinating. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so what do I do?
Woo! Okay. Go ahead and just roll again.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't think I know what luck means, but okay. Oh!
That hits.
Whoa. Nice.
Okay.
Go ahead and if you want to do your divine smite, go for it.
Okay, so since I am level 11 paladin, I already get 1d8 radiant damage. But since I am casting it in my third level spell slot, that means I get 5d8.
Correct.
So it will, in addition to the weapons damage already. So should I roll for my weapons damage first?
Roll if it's the same dice, you can roll it all together. If it makes it easier, you can roll your weapon damage first and then the divine smite.
Oh, what is it?
I think a whip is a D4.
Okay. Do I have minus? I think I have -2. That's unfortunate, but not surprising for me.
It's possible for you to deal negative damage and heal them when you hit them with the whip. It happened.
That's the cost of the luck roll. That's what it is. So
What does that mean?
Oh.
So he gains a life point back, a hit point back.
What?
But
So- Can I still do my radiant damage?
yes, go ahead and do your divine smite damage. Nice. So you do 27 damage
Dang.
essentially.
That's fine.
Ooh, he looks real bad, gang. Real bad.
Hey!
Pam shows up
Hey.
on the scene. A little bit of healing flows into him for a second, and his face turns towards you. And you realize in the second that it does, whatever Vincent has turned into looks like this guy, and this guy is not Vincent. And that's when the divine smite flows through like a rage, and all of a sudden he is almost down.
Nice.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Oh gosh, I wasn't prepared for this. I should have been prepared for this. Can I just push him?
No, but you can get closer, and I will allow you an intimidation roll as a bonus action if you want.
Sure.
Okay.
What should I say though if it goes well?
How are you gonna try to intimidate? Okay. What's your 11 intimidation sound like, Pam?
Whip it good.
Oh,
He
no.
looks very confused and slightly concerned. Vincent,
Yes.
This dude who looks like you just ran past you, but your very good friend Pam just showed up, healed him, then hurt him, then whispered something in his ear. What do you want to do? You have before you, kind of standing in the way, who can move out of your way, Vorgana with Greg Nut riding on his back. Things seem to be turning around.
Wait, what was that last part?
Was it?
Things seem to be turning around.
Okay.
Woo.
This is so weird. I'm gonna run up and try to finish off alternate Drax.
Nice.
Pam, I'm sure will allow you to occupy the same space. Go ahead and do your attacks, my guy.
Okay. What is it? Oh my gosh, that was so bad.
Oh no.
Do I have anything that can change that?
Well, technically, I guess he is flanked. Well, not quite. His back is... He can move back if he needed, so...
I don't know Drax's stuff well enough.
It's okay.
Can I... Wait. Can I retcon to make it a reckless attack, or am I allowed to do that after I've already made my first roll?
I think it has to be before. You can do a chaos roll if you want to re-roll. I don't think you've done that yet this session. But it's up to you.
Can my extra attack be reckless attack, or does it have to be the first one?
It doesn't have to be the first one.
Okay.
I don't think.
Just
Am
know
I
that
right,
if you
Ryan?
do reckless, if you do a reckless attack, that means everyone has advantage on you until your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
There's only 3 of them left. Do I still have... What carries over from Vincent?
You can
Am
use
I-
any of your weapon attacks. You can't use your mask.
Okay. I'm going to just do that to give myself advantage then.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Do it. It's weird, Pam. You watch as this person who you instinctively know is Vincent but doesn't look like him starts to pull out Vincent's weapon as if it materializing from... Still doesn't hit.
No.
Okay, I still have advantage, and hopefully... Okay.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. And I still get to add my superiority die, right?
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool. I always have to check what that is, because I always forget.
Mm-hmm.
D10? Okay.
It's a D10. Yes. Ooh.
And
Nice.
All right. Drax is about to fall at your feet. How do you want to keep him alive too, or what do you want to do with him?
I don't know. I feel like I'm... If he lives after this, it's not, like... It wasn't intentional,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
So then I think you see Pam's whip like wrap around his neck, and her suddenly being there and the fact that everybody has been apart from each other, you're just like, okay, no. And I think you just slice him twice across the chest in like a big weird X, and then he just falls to his knees on the floor, on the ground, and collapses.
Nice. I'm gonna quote K2SO from Rogue One, and I'm gonna be like, "Did you know that wasn't me?" to Pam.
Pam, you may respond if you so wish.
I'm just like what?
Pam has been through her own trauma. Is like, huh? Okay. Yes.
Let's see. I don't think I really have any bonus actions, but I'll try to move kind of just to help out Endor, just to kind of make it harder for alternate Tony to escape, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you're
Oh,
gonna
I could
use the
do
rest
that.
of your movement to kind of. You would still have it, right? Because you were here. Yeah, for sure. So you would just kind of move over here so he can't run away.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. All right, then. Whip. All right. And if that is the end of your turn, Darius and Vorgana, it is your turn. Well, Darius and then Vorgana, what would you
Okay.
both like to do?
Okay, so the two gray people, are they still together or not?
They are
Excuse me.
still together. Bad boy Tony is up against the wall. He is currently surrounded by Rendor, Pam, and Vincent. All the other foes have been knocked unconscious or vanquished. You still have a cloud of daggers. Gregnet's on Vorgana's back now. Things are looking lively.
But I can't put the cloud of daggers over the gray circle, or else I'll still get the gray square guy.
Mm-hmm. It's more so that this area isn't tall enough for you to like raise the column of daggers above people's heads to get there. Is more so my thought processes. If you want to hold your action until you are closer to the other goblin, you may.
I'll do that.
Okay. In that case, Vorgana, what would you like to do?
Organa.
Your opponent just got felled by your helpful tiny Tony just going a bunch in his back.
Thanks, Tony. Let's see. I look around. Who's is like the real Taya or the real like who are the bad guys that are still up? Because I'm gonna go after them next with Greg dead on my back.
So far, the alternate bad Taya is collapsed against the wall. The alternate bad Chip is collapsed.
Sweet.
The alternate bad
Sweet.
Drax is collapsed. The only one still
Sweet.
standing is this bad Tony over here in this corner, slowly getting surrounded by your entire party.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump. Like I'm gonna run and like jump. How far am I? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna like jump and like everyone's circling him and then I'm just gonna like I don't mean to be rude. I'm just like, excuse me, everyone. And then I go, like, jump.
Very good.
I don't know, I'll try to like jump like kinda near or behind him
Okay.
if I can.
So either on this side or this side. Make it an athletics check for me.
Okay. I figured I'd be able to do that, but let's see. Yeah, plus 8. Okay, if I don't get this athletics
Come on,
check,
you can do it.
no. I need to look cool for my
I
friends.
am the anime protagonist.
Yeah. I'm the protagonist now.
For sure. You soar with Gregnut still on your back.
I'm like, before I do that, I'm like, hold on, Greg Nut.
Greg is just like in awe, just like, oh my
It's
god.
beautiful. Chip's hair is like
hero.
blonde and flowing like Prince Charming from Shrek too. It's glorious. You literally like pole vault over good Tony's head and land on the opposite side of bad Tony so that he is fully surrounded.
So wait, how is there room for that but not Cloud of Daggers?
Because Tony, because he can step around you and jump over Tony, who is short, versus the rest of y'all who are above 5 feet ever so slightly.
See. But Gregnut's very large. Let's not forget.
Thanks.
Yes, but he got a 22 athletics check. Come on.
That's true. That's fair. It goes back to the
I
rules.
defy the laws of gravity for a second.
Defy the laws of Greg.
Gregnet
That's
clings
true.
to you tightly like a second skin as you do your athletics check.
like a baby chimp would its mother.
Yes.
I
Precisely.
mean, I was kind of imagining that. I guess now it's canon.
Yes, the Gregnet backpack. So yes,
Oh,
you
Gregnet
land
backpack.
within melee distance of this small, increasingly frightened bad Tony. What would you like to do?
And I just say, "All right, Tony, you gonna give up?"
Make
And I wait for his answer before I pull out my sword.
okay.
Okay,
Make
what you want to make it?
intimidation check with advantage.
Okay. What? Is it 4? Yeah, it's 4. Okay, sorry. I'll make 2 of these. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for the wait, everyone.
It's okay.
Okay, there
Alright.
we go.
Okay, Vorgana, you with the rest of your friends surrounding you, this blade drawn and pointed at alternate Tony's throat. I think he ever so slowly drops his weapons and holds his hands up to either side of his head, hands shaking. Listen, I don't want no trouble here. I'm sure this is all a big misunderstanding. Y'all want to
I
explain
pull out
how...
sunglasses. No, I'm just kidding. Make my day. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just like, all right, then how are you going to prove to us that you're not going to...
I
You're not
dropped the
gonna attack
weapons.
us.
I dropped the weapons.
I mean, drop all your daggers and your feet and stuff. I've seen that before.
He, like, sighs, and then he immediately pulls out 8 more daggers that he had in his coat. 2 in each boot. An extra, like, arrowheads that he had in the lining of his collar. And
Nick?
I know, right?
For good measure,
fighting
he just shakes out his pant legs after he holds open the heel, and a couple of, like, stacks of unlit dynamite fall out.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
he kicks it over to you slowly, and then kind of sighs. So, do you all want to explain to me why you's wearing the faces of my friends, and also you and me? He puts his hands back up.
Yeah,
I
okay,
don't
you're
quite get it myself.
I'm the phony.
Phony.
Hey, I am not a phony Tony. I am Tony.
No, I'm the phony Tony.
So
Are
you admit it.
Yeah.
Iris, what's going on?
Okay.
Can I pull some rope and just tie his hands behind his back?
Yes. I think you are all effectively out of combat order at this point in time. Darius, do you submit to dropping the cloud of daggers? Darius?
What do you guys think? You like this? It's like a unlit chandelier full of sharp objects.
I mean, like, it might be nice to have if he tries to escape, you know?
It's true.
Because it's not, like, hurting anyone right now. You can always put it down if we need to go through that way.
That's true.
Yeah, just let it hang out for a while.
All right. Iris is going to carefully move past it.
Oh, yeah. I forgot it was in the way of Iris.
Yeah. I'm actually going to have her roll a dexterity check. Really.
Oh no! Please no.
Just no.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so sad.
Just get a 15. She's fine. She's fine.
Yes.
Nice.
Excellent.
She's in a druid body. It's a little bit more...
I was like,
Yes.
not gonna lie.
Okay, so she comes over. And you see this strange woman responding to the name of Iris, Pam. She comes up and she's like, "Hi, I don't know what you do or don't understand. Hi, it's me, Iris. I know I don't look or sound like this. How are you here?
What is happening?
Okay, you also don't know. Cool, great. I'm gonna...
The door opened. I was in a dark hallway all by myself. And then the
Okay.
door opened and I saw Gregna and then I came in here and I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
We just go home.
I have slightly more context than you, but not enough. Okay. Who was asking me what?
What's going on?
Yes.
Who's the real Tony?
Obviously, it's me. He just said he was phony. Weren't you listening?
I'm Rendor in Tony's body.
What's the
Yeah, I
Rendor?
know, but
And I'm a Vorgana in a Chiponicus Chip DuPont body.
His full name is Chiponicus? I'm gonna razz that guy so hard when he wakes. You didn't kill him, did you?
Yeah,
Uh,
you're gonna have to ask Phony Tony over there.
listen. Okay. What are you all doing here?
Iris?
I don't think my explanation is gonna. Oh, not Iris's actual. I don't think our explanation is gonna help you much. We are a little bit confused here ourselves. We were. She kind of glances around at all of you like, ideas? We were,
We were on a
invest-
quest.
Yes, Darius, thank you. We were on a quest. We were actually investigating your party, as it were, to see how you work. I think we've done a good job. What are you? So you're like fans? How the hell? Who are you?
Super
Okay.
fans.
we're just using a spell to look like you. That's why we're so different. Well, that's why you don't have the scars. Totally.
He like squints at you. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Let's ask
Advantage.
them, what were you doing in the other room? What were you going to go do? We're trying to find out something that went wrong somewhere.
Can I please get an advantage?
How?
Yeah, we're like master spellcasters. Like, you know, we're kind of some of the best spellmen out there.
Spellman?
Yes.
Okay.
Spellman.
Okay. Vincent,
Greatest
roll with
spellman.
advantage.
Greatest spellman. Oh, no.
This is the greatest show. Okay. Take advantage, Vincent. Roll it again because Pam helped. Okay. Okay. Don't know what kind of fans use is if you came in here and tried to kill all of us, but I guess
Did
there
we
are
actually
some-
Did we actually kill him?
That's not true.
Us.
You
Vincent.
attacked us.
I think Vincent might have killed someone.
Shut up.
We showed up. Listen.
Closet likes to season.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Okay. Listen, we showed up here to try and deliver something back to this dungeon that the lady wanted to make sure was safe from prying eyes. I don't know how we ended up in this specific spot, but I remember coming into this dungeon and suddenly we turned a corner and it was dark, and then you all opened it up and you looked like us, and she started fighting, so we started fighting because that's how teams work. I'm sure you will agree.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have perhaps considered a discussion before attacking, but
Telling me if someone in your group starts hitting somebody else, you don't just, help them do that?
I would hope the ones in my group wouldn't automatically attack doppelgangers.
We did see you attacking nothing once, and we did not help you at all, so if that makes you feel any better.
Listen, I don't even know. This doesn't make sense to me either. That's a wall, but it was definitely just a hallway, and we definitely just fought a different thing to get for. Where's the box? Where's the? Can I? He like starts to look around you and looking actually concerned for like his friends. Darius? What are
What?
these rolls that you're doing?
You asked us to roll something. I'm trying to remember what it was.
I asked Vincent to roll deception because Vincent was actively lying.
Oh, okay.
You, however, have not lied. Though you did get
Not
to
that you know of.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you all have this little goblin surrounded. He's starting to get antsy. Rendor, you have tied his hands behind his back. He's kind of glancing behind you at the actually fallen Drax and towards the rest of the hallway.
If I'm finished with the hands tyings,
Mhm.
I will have sort of crawled into a corner, and I'm just kind of like in the process of laying down with my point of exhaustion from the frenzied rage.
Oh.
Perfect.
Do I also have to do that?
Only
didn't
if you
do
have a
frenzied.
frenzied rage.
You just did regular
Oh.
rage. So
Okay.
you crawl around to this corner and just kind of curl up. Accepting this
Did
new
anybody
condition.
collect all his knives and stuff?
He kicked them over to Vorgana's feet.
Oh, okay. I can't give exhaustion to Tony. I can only do it to Rendor.
Mm.
I have a point of exhaustion. Yes. Okay.
So Pam, you see good boy Tony Rendor go off into the corner after he's like, "Okay, I'm done. Good night." So what are you gonna do with me?
Iris.
Okay.
He's short, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he's short.
We could go stand him underneath a cloud of daggers and it wouldn't hurt him unless he moved around.
Or
And
unless
that
you
could
lowered
drop
it.
it on him.
You would have to. You could lower it. Yes. Tony. This item that you were bringing back. Did Taya tell you what it was? And he kind of looks confused at her and then like tries to glance around her to where his Taya is, currently unconscious on the ground. She might have, but I will admit I'm not always the best listener, especially when she's talking about stuff I don't understand. But I guessing now I should have paid more attention. Okay. Taya/Iris looks at those of you who are still about and goes, I think we need to figure out whatever's in that box. Because I feel like it has to do with this somehow.
Wait, what's the box?
Yes, where did we leave the box?
What are you guys talking about?
Someone was bringing it was like carrying it with us, but I don't remember who.
I think
Or at least I thought sometimes.
I think Chip, was it you and Rendor? Well, no, because Rendor was Tony. Was it just you? Were you bringing the box, Chip? / Morgana?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Am I bringing the box?
I think
Drax the White Wolf was dragging the box.
Okay, yeah. I was like, wait, I'm not grabbing a box. I have Dreadnought on my back.
Okay. All right.
I guess I was.
So I think you probably left it at the edge of the hallway once the fight started, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I don't know what to do with him. I think whatever's in that box has to do with this and this whole dungeon and probably my vision and probably why the pages in this section were the way that they were. So do we want to wake up Rendor and keep this one? I'm so sorry. But also, do you know anything else that might be of use? Tony? That's relatively subjective. I know a lot about knives. I know a lot about certain trivia of folklore from my hometown. I was a big winner at the bar nights. I've learned a little bit of how to play the pan flute from Chip there, because he and Taya would go at it in a duel, and I hated it until I didn't.
Whoa.
Any of that useful? I'm afraid not. How's about a deal? We're going to put you behind this door, and you're not going to follow us, because we have all your weapons, and your friends are unconscious and not able to help you. How does that sound? Like you're trying to be chipper, but you're terrifying? That's fair. I'll go with that. Yeah? Yeah? She, like, looks around at
Yeah,
everybody.
sure, of course.
Sure, I guess.
I think
Sounds
that
good to
perfectly.
me.
Yeah.
A sad thumbs up comes from the lump of Rendor. Just
Okay, so I missed what happened to Rendor. Why is Rendor in the corner?
He has a point of exhaustion.
yeah, because of the frenzied rage that lets me use the third attack is great when you're fighting, but it sucks afterwards.
Okay. Well,
I'll
Can I
carry
go-
him since he's a small goblin.
Can I just like go give him some help?
Pam, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure a restoration spell cures point of exhaustion.
Just a lesser restoration?
Let me double check.
Yeah, I wonder about that.
Exhaustion 5e. Let's double check it.
An effect that removes exhaustion reduces its level as specified in the effect's description.
Let me check lesser restoration 5e.
Spells.
You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. So condition... Exhausted is a condition.
Technically, yes.
So yes, a lesser restoration can do that, Pam.
Okay, well, I will use that.
Alright.
I go over to my friend. I'm pretty sure it's just a touch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I clap him on the shoulder, and I'm like, "You're not the phony, Tony. You're not a phony to me.
You feel emboldened by her words.
You're the real one, kid."
Returned.
Oh, thank you, Pam. I
Are
feel
you-
less guilty after all.
Are you actually feeling better? Do you need more energy or health? I can give you that.
I mean, Tony's got like I haven't even gotten to Rendor yet. Tony's still got 60 something HP. So
Dang, okay. I'm gonna keep mine then. Thanks.
yeah, save it for when it matters.
Okay. In the time that you were healing, I'm going to say that between Vorgana and Vincent, Tony, the actual goblin rogue, was locked in this little closet. So you're just left with an empty hallway, a dude grumbling behind a door in a Newark accent, still standing cloud of daggers, Darius, and slightly more information, question mark? So you're officially out of turn order and can choose what you would like to do next.
Does anybody need any health? I kind of just like have my hands out. I'm just like, anybody?
No.
Yeah, I lost
don't
30
know.
hit points.
Would you care for some health, my friend?
If you don't mind. I was just looking up if I could heal myself, but I don't know.
Go ahead and take 20.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Darius, do you move around your own cloud of daggers to go reach Pam so she can touch you, or do you drop the cloud of daggers?
Well, I know where it is, so I'm going to duck underneath it.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no!
Oh
Do what?
A dexterity check. Just get a 10.
Oh no!
A 10.
I'm afraid.
Get a 10. Or higher.
You can move it, right? Can he just like move it further away so he can walk through it?
Well, He could move it as far as here and then walk past it, but then it's right next to Taya. You can if you want, but it's up to you. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
You're fine.
Then come here.
Okay. So you
And
receive
then
your
clap
20
him on the
health.
shoulder.
Okay. Hey Pam.
Who are you? Are you speaking like Iris again?
Sorry. My brain is dead after this week. Okay, I am Iris. This is a little bit weird because this feels unnatural to me, but natural to this body. Whereas I have to force this, but also it sounds like me, so I don't really know what to do.
Hey, conserve your energy.
Okay, so where were you? Because the whole reason your group decided to go with me was because you disappeared into an island jungle with like some kind of slab thing.
Yes. Do I still have the slab?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. I'm going to look at my hands. Do I have them in my hands?
They are not in your hands, but
Darn
you
it.
reach into your
No.
you reach into your little infinity scarf,
Beautiful.
duck out of the way of the living flaming skull thing,
Of course,
and pull out
naturally.
the slab.
Cool.
Wait, what?
Don't
What
worry
kind
about
of
it.
sentence is that?
He's my little buddy. He's my little friend.
Ah! You just Rendor. You see Pam reach into her scarf, and as she pulls something out, you hear echoing from her with a "Ah! I'll get out of here one day."
Shut up. Shut up.
Skeletor?
Precisely. So
All right.
You
So
do
yeah,
still have it.
it was this thing, dear Iris. And then a bunch of stuff happened in the island jungle that we need not discuss here. And then I was in this dark place, and I was kind of sad. And then a door opened, and now I'm here. So I have no idea what happened.
Iris is like, I kind of. If you hadn't recognized this woman as Iris before, just from the confusion with her trying to do her voice, you can see that she's Iris in the way that you were just like, I don't know, some weird stuff happened, and now I'm here. In the way that her eye visibly twitches and she sighs.
Beautiful.
Okay. I guess we'll figure that out later. So, catch you up to speed. Who don't you recognize? Because I'm Iris. That's Vincent. That's
I know that's
Rendell.
Vincent. Obviously Darius, and obviously Gregnut. So by process of elimination, that's gotta be Morgana.
That is Vorgana. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
We only sort of know what we're doing here.
Definitely Morgana.
Yes. I am concerned that you being here makes things more complicated, but
Okay.
alas and alack, I'm still glad to see you.
As well.
Thing two, I did have a vision when we were just fighting Beholder about one of us dying.
Who's the beholder?
Beholder, big floaty eye thing, not great, not a fun party. Doesn't like
Nice.
magic, which is irritating for me in particular.
Cool.
So in my vision, one of us died, meaning one of us people, and she points to the like people who do not look like their current usual selves. So I don't know what that means. I imagine it has something to do with what's in this box at the end of the hallway, and/or why this dungeon exists in the first place.
So maybe we just shouldn't open the box. That's just a thought.
Here's the thing. The whole reason that we came here was try to understand why some of these pages were essentially burned / ripped out and missing. And
Pages to what?
okay.
I don't know anything, Iris.
I recovered an artifact while leaving Portwind and studying some of the libraries there. The artifact being the Journal of the Oracles.
Oh, right, of course.
Taya, she gestures to her current form, is / was an oracle, at one
Got
point
it.
in time, and so she had passages within it. And hers, along with some of the other ending passages of different oracles, are missing. And I thought that might A, be good to know because I am the oracle. You know how that is.
Of course.
B, thought it might have something to do with the reason I came to Portwind in the first place. So,
Oh.
I think that's about
Well,
everything.
if you had a vision about one of you dying, and it was the one of you that's not you,
Correct.
what if somebody that was actually themselves opens the box instead? I.e. me or Darius or Gregnut.
I
My
don't
vote is
think
Gregnut.
it's a good
Gregnut's
idea.
hefty. Gregnut's hefty. I say Gregnut.
I already opened it.
Did
You're
you really?
not even over there.
Do you want to roll a d6 to try to do that, or are you just goofing?
What kind of a question is that?
Okay, so you dismount from Borgana's shoulders clumsily, walk over, stumble past the cloud
I'm
of
gonna
daggers.
try to stop him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is what happens because you're about to pass through the cloud of daggers without realizing it, and Vincent's just like, "Wait," and puts his hand on your shoulder.
Okay, and then Gregnut proceeds to crawl back on top of Organa's shoulders.
Okay. I will give you that for free. No roll required.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So why is that a bad idea?
Because I feel like someone. Okay. The other thing. I was made as I've been. So I found out early on that I could go into this journal. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And I found out that when Iris, hello, died, I would just go back to the start of the entry in the journal, and I didn't actually die. So, my concern...
We might not go back to the start.
Possibly, but also I feel like... I don't know if trying to avoid or protect the four of us will help, since it seems inevitable that one of us will perish. I don't know what that will mean for those of us in these bodies. I don't think it would be permanent, but I don't know. I feel like we're rewriting this journal, and I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be.
Really quick, how does Drax's accent go again?
Oh, he was a little cockney boy, wasn't he?
Okay.
He was like a deep cockney.
Try to-
But if you don't want to do it, you don't gotta.
I'll try my best,
Okay.
but give me some time first.
Okay, that's fine. It's all good. So, if you really want to, I suppose you could open the box, but I don't know if it would make any difference in the long run. But if you like,
What do you guys think? I'm not going to do this without all of our input.
Well, if you do, I pull out my shield. And I'm kind of peeking behind it.
mm-hmm. Okay.
I think that if we're trying to find out what happened in these memories, we shouldn't mess with the. We shouldn't try to rewrite history.
I mean, Gregnut's already here. Does that mean Gregnut was here in the past?
No, but
I'm
neither were
currently
any.
here in the future.
Okay.
That's the thing. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
that's
how...
true. I mean, if it's a book, it could change. I get what you mean now.
Yes, I'm not sure how much we're able to get away with. Is my concern. Maybe it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Maybe the pages are strange because we're in them, trying to figure out why they're strange. I don't know, but we either need to keep
All I
moving
know
forward.
is Gregnut better be written in here.
Maybe it's because I was eating peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, no.
That would be very specific. Though, did you leave a stain on the floor? Okay.
Hmm.
I guess that would depend on the jelly.
Well,
But-
getting jelly on a book in any context is not okay. You know what? No, I'm not.
Iris, if this is gonna help you, I think it's worth it. No.
I suppose we can try.
Okay. Is it a yes? Is it a no?
Is alternate Tony still in here, or did we lock him behind a door?
You locked him behind a door.
I don't think we can make this decision without the full team together.
That's true.
Meaning, we need to find Pam's Panthers
While I
and my
agree,
mammoth.
while
My
I do,
mammoth, Joseph.
yeah, I think your mammoth is safe on the boat. Pretty sure.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's
Ahsoka?
only left on the boat.
I think Ahsoka. Are you talking about Ahsoka? Ashoka? Come on, you know who.
I believe I don't. He touches his cheek with his little index finger
Uh-huh.
innocently.
I'm gonna ignore him, and I'm gonna see if Tony's still behind the door.
It's not like I went anywhere else. What are you talking about?
Oh, is it just an empty room?
Oh, God.
Is he just locked in like a broom closet, essentially?
Essentially, yes. These are some mechanically some weird happenings and spawn points and such. So
Theoretically speaking, if one of us were to open the box, who do you think is most likely to open it?
like if sorry, my brain got accents gone. Like dang it, stop. Use
Doing
means
great.
like if one of us just did it. If yous all weren't here, who would have done it on their own?
Yes. I just kind of like am nodding and looking at him.
Well, I was curious to see if there was gold as such. Drax might have done it because he likes weird magic things. He's got the dragon mark and the wolf and the thing and the ram. Chip might have done it because he thought that his god was more powerful than whatever was in the box and tried to make a big deal out of it, you know. Taya, the only one I know for sure who wouldn't have done it until it was at the right place in this dungeon was Taya, because she was adamant about that. Unless... She did say something about if the unthinkable should happen, we should open it. But I don't know what that means.
Would a bunch of doppelgangers attacking your team classify as the unthinkable?
I don't... Listen, she says unthinkable. What she thinks is unthinkable is different than what I think is unthinkable. You know what I mean? A lot of the things she already thinks about is things that is unthinkable to me. So, you're on your own there.
Can I search her, see if she has any journals or anything?
Oh, sure. Do an investigation check of Taya's body.
Cool. What were you gonna say, Vincent?
Vincent is nodding as if he understands, but is thoroughly confused.
Help me.
Okay, so you investigate Taya's body, and what's frustrating is that it seems like...
Can someone help me first?
Does someone want to assist Pam investigating Taya's body?
Sure.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be sitting there with rope though, ready to tie up the body after.
Okay. So you're gonna let them turn her over, and then you'll just tie her up.
Yeah, once they're finished, I'll tie the two unconscious ones, and I'll go to tie up the barbarian, and I'll just kind of look at it, and I'm like,
Are we sure he's dead?
He's. Okay, so Pam, Darius comes over to assist you with the investigation. You do turn over her body. You find a couple, a small pouch of some gold, some varied supplies, and you do eventually find a journal, but it looks less like. Darius, you remember what the journal Iris looks like? Looks like? It looks like a properly bound leather thing. This just looks like some loose leaf paper sewn together with like hempen thread and leaves, and much smaller.
Well, they gotta start somewhere.
It's true.
Do you guys take it?
Hmm.
Okay.
I also take her gold.
Okay. She has 50 gold pieces, 3 silver, and 2 copper.
Yes. Wait, 50 gold what?
3 silver and 2 copper.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So I take the book
Mm-hmm.
and I go over and give it to Iris.
Okay.
Thank you, Darius.
She starts to kind of flip through it and squints. I'm going to have her roll. And what should this be? History or investigation? History and investigation. I think this is going to be with Iris's stats. Do I have Iris open? I don't. Blasphemy. Hold on.
Can I loot the other bodies?
Yes, you may. Who else wants to loot bodies? Anyone? Anyone? Just Pam?
I do.
I'm still talking to Tony, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know.
Do we
I'm
roll
I'm
another
just there.
investigation roll?
Yes. Anyone who wants to loot bodies, roll investigation and tell me who you're getting. First come, first serve.
How do I roll investigation?
You roll a d6.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll investigation.
All right. I'm gonna loot
My
the
investigation
Drax.
score. Is Tony good at investigating?
Iris is going to roll
Oh,
history.
Nice.
Dang. Okay. Well.
Missing a Drax is
Look
no,
at
Darius.
Oh, no.
Okay.
You actually end up giving
God.
somebody
Yeah.
stuff. You actually put
Holy.
stuff in the body, on the body.
Okay. So-
Darius finds a lit dynamite.
Why would it be
Here you go, Morgana.
I don't know. It's a natural one.
cool?
It just happens, you know.
Okay, looking for big weapons. Okay. Rendor, you're definitely able to take the from the fully dead Drax. You're able to take 2 hand axes, a impressive
Wait a
great
minute.
axe.
Yes.
Nice.
We didn't kill anybody.
They're
Yes.
Taking the stuff, bro.
And I like go into the closet with Tony and shut.
What are you doing in here? I'm tight. This is a very
I immediately get out. Then I shut the door on his
stay
face.
out. Wait. Shit. Ah. That is your axe, Rendor. Darius, you got a natural one. Indeed, you do not find much of anything at all. Mostly because you don't know how you feel about investigating these bodies that are and are not your friends. Morgana, do you look over at Teutonicus's body? Morgana? Oh, Morgana was BRB, huh?
Oh.
Morgana was BRB.
Let's just say that Morgana did do that. So what did he find?
He found he gets basically double all the stuff that Chip already has. And then pan flute, that paladin definitely has a bunch of like gold and such.
Darn it.
As well as like some good herbs and spices for cooking. So yes, all manner of things. And then who were you investigating, Gregnet? Who were you looting?
Who's left?
Other Tony who's still alive, or you could go over someone that other people have already looked at, which would include Drax, Chip, or Taya, if you want. But perhaps you would find things
I
that they
choose
wouldn't
to
say.
lunge on the living person and loot him.
What? He's in the closet.
You
I
already
choose to
took.
open the closet.
I opened the door for him to lunge onto Tony.
You already broke all my
Uh,
weapons. I don't. Hey, hey.
Vincent, get ready on 3.
I closed them both.
1. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I opened it.
You pull out a fistful of Tony's hair. You take a cool necklace that he has on.
And then I leave him a bean.
This is just torment.
Which bean do you leave him?
My secret shoe bean.
Okay.
Oh.
He looks
They have the
Is it
horrified.
same.
shaped like a shoe? Does it have shoe-like qualities?
Yes, it has little laces.
That's so adorable.
That's cute.
Okay. All right.
It's ridiculous.
Morgana,
And I
when you
tell
investigated,
him this will only give you sustenance and nothing else. It will regrow your hair that I stole from you. And then I kiss him on the forehead.
No!
he is absolutely
you.
horrified.
Oh, I thought that was me. Never mind.
It's okay. No, I did not let Gregna terrorize you while you were gone.
I was like, I lost my hair? I was like,
What
okay, I
is
guess
this,
I'll
Space
roll with it.
80s?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Okay.
wow, I roll a 21 in an investigation check and I lose my hair.
No, what you did find, you basically get double all your weapons because you steal all the same stuff from the
Ooh.
other chip.
Nice.
I
I'm
was
like, we're-
saying,
Oh, I was gonna say before Greg Nut does what he was gonna do, I'm like, Greg Nut, we're gonna be eating good tonight. I'm gonna sell these. Get you some more beans.
All right.
uh,
And then they do a high five, but miss.
correct.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
You also find a decent amount of money. You find actually 100 platinum, 30 gold, and 12 silver. You find a small kit of herbs and spices that are good for cooking. And I'll say I didn't include this earlier, but because you wanted it, you find a weird pair of like proto sunglasses, which makes sense because he serves the sun god, so it's like for protection.
Nice.
They're like in the shape of suns.
That's awesome.
So there you go. So, bodies have been looted. A plan of action has been formed? Question mark. What would you all like to do?
So what did Iris find out?
Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna have her roll a history check. Did I roll that already? No, I did not. I got distracted.
Got busy looting bodies. I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right.
Nice.
Looting bodies and kissing hotties.
Why?
And then Gregor just looks at the person whose forehead he just kicked with a super serious face.
I just closed them in the closet now. After he says that, I leave.
Tony is utterly
Greg-
horrified. Okay. 1 sec. So
horrible.
these two get tied together. This guy's dead, and then he's in the closet. Okay. So Iris flips through the book, and then she goes, "Okay. This is definitely a little bit more detailed and a little bit different than what I was originally reading. It's like the journal I had pops me in the middle of this, and this has a little bit more context. Okay. She flips to a few pages back and starts reading to y'all. The relic we are to be transporting is to be replaced in the layer of a... Hold on. The abandoned layer of a witch who went mad. And she kind of looks up at the group of you like, it is said that after her family passed on, she became obsessed with the idea of arcanic temporal manipulation? What?
What? What? Yo, what?
Spent her life developing... If she was a witch, why didn't she just do You know what, never mind. Her lair holds the final piece, supposedly, but is left undiscovered for centuries, and it's a hearsay. She like flips through more pages. But what's in the box? Gosh damn it. Okay. We are transporting the primary. We'll be transporting the relic back to its safest hiding place in a dungeon she designed for it that has been added on to witches who have learned from her in later generations in hopes that no one will find it again. It's unsure how it got out, but wherever it has been, there have been strange irregularities in the land and in the peoples. There have been multiple copies of people or distant memories that no one can agree upon. Mass hallucination. What?
What?
Okay.
I'm getting scared.
Okay. When did she make this? She's gonna
Pack
roll
up, everyone. We're going to Florida.
She's gonna make another. She's gonna make an
Let's do
intelligence check real quick.
How do you know what
We
that
gotta
is?
go buy those beans somewhere, right?
Just straight intelligence from a girl. Okay. This is too. The location and timing of this doesn't work out for. What is going on?
What you got, Iris?
It seems that the relic we are dealing with was an attempt at a mourning, very powerful woman to change time in order to retrieve something that she had lost. But apparently it never fully worked. There was some sort of a discovery along the way that helped her to achieve something that should have been impossible, but it still wasn't perfect. It didn't work. But what does that have to do with doppelgangers? Okay. Yes?
So, is Taya and all these people, is this in the past?
Theoretically, I mean, technically we're just in the journal, so we're in a recording of the past, but it's the past, yes.
So, did they theoretically finish this on their own?
I don't know. But, what was it that Tony said? Use it if the unthinkable happens.
Is that mentioned anywhere?
No, gosh, it runs out of pages. She, holds it up a little bit listless. It must have been sometime after. But, Vincent, do you remember what I told you about my vision?
Which vision?
The one that I had while we were here, while I was in Taya's body. I think someone dies.
Yes.
Someone.
I recall that.
Yes. The unthinkable. If someone in your party were to die, what would you do to get them back?
Revivify!
Well, yes, but if you didn't have a paladin around, or one who was out of spell slots.
I guess we'd try to open the box, or I would.
You do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's.
Well, I don't know. We haven't done much about the guy who's wood.
Shut up.
I don't think there's quite been time to deal with that yet.
What are you talking about?
Also, how do you know about that? I thought you were lost in the jungle looking for Pam.
I was there for the recap.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that will be dealt with in due time. But that must be what this is. They must have made the same choice, made the same mistake. Someone dies, and they tried to stop it from happening, but
just kind of look at Drax's body.
Me too. I start sweating.
But that's why I couldn't. No, you see, she like closes the notebook and hands it back to you, Pam. That's
take it.
why I couldn't see who it was who died in my vision. Someone always dies. They try to stop it from happening, but someone always dies. It's like it's a toll. Okay. But then, how does it end? Who dies? What happens? Ah. It's the same problem, but now we're in it.
Should we open the box? I'm gonna like start going over to the box.
If you all think it's a good idea,
I mean, what's the worst
I'm
that
gonna
could
try
happen?
okay.
Wait. Maybe I shouldn't try it because I'm the one who died.
Oh. I mean, I'm
Everyone else.
unrelated to all this, it seems, so should I try?
Well, hang on. If you die, no one can bring us back,
True.
right?
True.
So maybe I'll try it.
I mean, Gregnet could try it. Darius could try it.
Who would be most inclined to try to revive Jax?
Drax was my best friend.
It's not true.
Well, I believe Chip would have had the well, actually, you mean by desire or affection rather than by ability, right?
Yes.
Then I think that would be Taya. I mean, me.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps I should do it?
Can you?
I can try? I might not
Just kind of
physically be able
nod to Iris.
to. Okay. Okay.
That's worth a shot.
Okay.
Shields up.
So, y'all, I don't know if this really needs to be on the map. Do you want to go back to the start of this hallway where you had began? Or do you want to remain in this little area at the end of the hallway?
I mean, his body's right here, right?
It's true.
I mean, we could always go, inside the little closet for protection. But I mean, I'm fine here, I guess.
Yeah, you all decide where you want this to happen, and then we can arrange it like that.
I think this is fine. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Kind of lay next to the other Jax, like, and pretend to be dead, and I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to do? I kind of like look at everyone else.
Make a performance check.
I give a little thumbs up.
Beautiful. Such friendship times.
Mm-hmm.
It's alright. He's
Can I give
definitely
him
breathing.
a boost? Oh, okay.
If
It's
you
like
wanna
a
give him
actor
advantage,
pretend to be dead.
Yeah, I want to give him advantage.
how are you coach his acting so that it's better, and then he will have advantage.
Just like I just turn into like I get like my hat, like the little like director's hat. I guess it would just be a bonnet or whatever it is, but
Yes.
and I'm just like, no, put your back into it, man.
I like arch my back really awkwardly.
Yes, rigor mortis. I think. Okay, roll it with advantage, Vincent.
Okay.
Please be like, okay, it's a little bit better. The arch does look like rigor mortis. He died in battle.
That'll work.
Okay.
Ah.
So you all collect around the box. It is a decent sized box, which is why Vincent / Drax was carrying it. It's a little bit heavy. You two of you have to kind of drag it down the hallway since he's preoccupied with playing dead. Iris kind of reaches out to touch it and then pulls her hand back. How do I make sure this isn't trapped? Are you trapped?
I could help with that, I think.
Okay.
Hey, yo, step out of the way and let Tony do his job with his fine fingers of finesse.
She does
My
so.
favorite thing.
Oh my gosh, can that be on a shirt?
If someone writes it down exactly verbatim.
I hope it's recorded because I forget what it was.
I think it is. I think I'm having decent internet tonight, which is nice.
So can I investigate it for traps?
Yes, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. How does this work? I don't see anything about it. Oh, I forgot about that. I can't roll less than a 10.
Yes, you are a rogue. Alright.
Oh, wait. That would have actually been a 21 because I can't roll less than a 10.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you feel around and there's like a little latch that has to be undone. You can feel that if you weren't careful with it, something would have sprung free and released a kind of spell. But
Ooh.
because of your deft and nimble fingers, you're able to and dispatch it
Nice.
within the box itself, so it is inactive.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. So the box successfully detrapped. You present it once more to Iris. I assume?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
And yes, I keep switching back and forth between Render and Tony.
Beautiful. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay. So, Iris steps forward, takes a deep breath, and pushes the box open. As you all peer inside, you see laying on what looks like a dusty, dark blue velvet cushion a decent-sized timepiece hanging on the end of a kind of
Oh no.
tarnished chain with the hands kind of ticking away. You expect to see numbers around there, and they are in the usual 1 to 12 number order, but they look a little bit weird. It's like they kind of shift every couple seconds. And it's a little bit weird. You're not sure why. It almost looks like they're vibrating. But it is actively ticking.
Well, what does this mean?
It's a clock. Maybe you have to attune to it, or maybe it uses a spell slot, or maybe you just have to touch it and wish. I don't know. Her hand kind of, she like goes to touch it and then stops. She's gonna make an intelligence check real quick. Is there anything else that y'all would like to do while waiting for her?
Just kind of like open an eye and I'm like, what's happening?
Chip, he broke his acting stance. Forgana. It's horrid. The dedication to the role has been lost. Okay. She takes a look and she's like, okay, it doesn't have any glass on the face. The hands are just... I think you can just move them backwards.
Is it a time traveling clock?
She kind of looks at you with big eyes. I don't know.
Well, maybe just be careful with those hands now.
I am being careful.
Did this belong to the witch?
I would assume so.
Then yeah, it might be a time traveling clock.
Okay, then what do we do with it?
What would Taya have done with it?
I don't know. She's unconscious. Evidently,
Should we
she
wake
would've-
her up?
No. Evidently, she would have caused problems by trying to save her friend, and she looks over at Drax, who's dead on the floor, and then looks at you, Vincent, who is not dead on the floor, and kind of sighs.
Kind of like wave at it.
Why don't I just bring Jax back to life so that she doesn't have to use the clock?
Well, that's not...
Would that change things?
I don't know. Even if these doppelgangers weren't here, we are still here in these people's bodies. And we still don't know what actually happened.
Hey, yo, so what if we just kind of woke Tay up and let nature take its course? Would that, let us see the story?
That's true? Is that what we're here to do? Or why are we here?
We're here because I wanted to know if the pages that were messed up had anything to do with the day the world didn't end, okay?
What does that have to do with this? This clock? These people?
I don't know.
How is this related?
It's another weird gap in a collective memory that should be there but isn't. That I am connected to somehow. And she, holds up her arms I don't know what else you want me to say. Maybe this was a stupid venture from the start and I shouldn't have, but...
No, I think it's good that you're trying to find answers.
Thank you.
But is Render right? Should we just witness what happens? Would that help in any way? Or would it help to change it ourselves?
Maybe we have the opportunity for both. If one doesn't work, we do have a time-traveling clock. If you want to try it, I'm willing to give it a shot. Do we have enough places where we could all hide while still seeing what happens?
That's a good question.
Doesn't the alternate Tony already know we're here? Won't that cause problems?
It might. Darius?
Yes?
Do you still have a cloud? You still have the cloud of pointy things, yes?
Yes.
Care to cut up a goblin, maybe? To knock him out a little bit? Do you have enough control over those that you can make sure they just knock someone out and not kill them entirely?
I don't know, but I can heal them if I kill them.
Okay. Maybe let's do that. Since when can you heal people? This is a new development. Good for you.
What? You were around when I became a level 1, whatever it is.
Cleric?
Yeah.
I don't know if I was, actually. Unless you mean me, your daughter, which I was. But I was not.
No. I mean Iris, because I prayed and healed Maud, and you were there.
Oh, I see. Apologies. I didn't
okay.
realize that was in my memory. Listen, sometimes it gets...
Okay, so let's put the cloud of daggers over the red square, right? No, not the red square. Excuse me.
Okay.
The gray
so
circle.
In a quick comedy bit, Vincent, someone throws open the door. You hear go, what? And then you hear, ah! And then nothing. And then Darius...
Wait, is Gregnut still in there?
No, Gregnut, you let Gregnut out earlier.
Okay.
So Darius, do you heal him to make sure he doesn't die, that he's stabilized?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to use a healing spell, or do you want to just make a medicine check to try and stabilize him?
Well, I have a. Hold on. I've written it down.
Okay.
One of my cantrips is spare the dying.
Okay, that perfect. That works
Nice.
perfectly.
Cool.
All right. So he is stabilized and now unconscious.
So do I roll how much damage I did to him?
No, I think it's enough. Unless you want to. Do you want to?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Did what we wanted it to do.
Yes. You sent him to the meat grinder. You made sure he didn't die. And now the only one actual dead is Drax. The rest are unconscious. Taya and Chip are tied together. Tony's in a closet. And you have a time machine thing, maybe. So how do y'all want to set up this scene to watch it play out?
Does anyone have any spells that can make us less noticeable?
I have a darkness spell, but that might be a little bit conspicuous.
Yeah.
A big cloud of dark.
I guess if we put it like in somewhere where there's already darkness, I don't know. Maybe we could
Maybe.
pull it off.
Does anybody else have any other ideas?
I have
Not that
beans
I
at home that can make you invisible.
Ooh.
Is that true, Granny?
They're at home though.
They're at home though. What
Okay.
other beans did I say you had today, Gregnut? You had a
Blue.
you had indigo, and I think you
and
had gray,
they're gray, and
and a
then
mirrored bean.
a mirrored bean.
So what do you think each of those two do, Gregnut?
I left my bean journal at home. Okay, the indigo one I used to strengthen my ally.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror one,
Mm-hmm.
I assume, lets everyone know how pretty they are, and then the gray one
Uh-huh.
makes you really good at doing paperwork.
Okay. Good to know.
Thank you.
All right.
I love it. Paperwork, that's really helpful, actually.
It is.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out. So I have the spells that I know, and then I have the spells that she knows. So I'm trying to figure that out. 1 second. I can meld into stone, but I can't do that for all of you. Let's see. What else can I do as me? I can also detect. I can detect I can do invisibility, but again, that's only on myself. Yes, there's not much I can do, unfortunately. We could all stack together behind this door and just poke our heads out and hope that they don't see us.
Like a cartoon, like head stack of heads behind the door.
Oh,
Just all
I
looking
assume you
and peeking
mean like one of your comic books.
yes.
Yeah.
Can I be the top one?
If you want, I
Are you
guess.
tall enough?
I can do it.
Okay, I believe.
Hey,
What are you
yo,
standing on anyway?
if you need, I've got some rather sneaky capacities.
Ooh, such as?
I'm just good at not being seen when I wanna.
Ooh.
Oh, if we all hid away in a separate room, and then you observed what happened, do you think you could report it back to us in detail? Because if you're already sneaky, then I can make you invisible, and that would be perhaps our best bet.
I I feel like my brains is pretty good. So on a
Okay.
scale of 1 to 20, they feel like a 17.
Okay. All right. Okay. I would believe you. How do you all feel about this plan?
I kind of like elbow Vincent, and I'm just like, I thought you were the sneaky boy.
Just kind of like give a squint to Pam, like I am when I'm not Jax.
That's
I just
fair.
kind of like cross my arms.
That's fair. You're not at all sneaky as this giant wolf man. But you do look pretty rad, gotta say.
Thank you, thank you.
But I mean, yeah, I'm fine with it.
Okay. So plan of action: show Taya that her friend is dead, lead her to the foregone conclusion, and watch her mourn and ruin time from the shadows.
Sure.
It sounds kind of cruel when you put it that way.
Yeah, it really kind of does. This is my fellow Oracle we're talking about here, and I don't know. We also just fought. It's very. I don't know how to feel about
Big
this.
day. It's been a big day.
Yes, it's been a bit of a big day.
Is this even real though? Like,
Technically, all this has already happened.
That's true.
This is going to give me a headache. Okay, let's do it before I question more of my moral character, please.
All right, let's do it. Yes.
Okay. So, to set the scene, in the center of the room, do you detach Taya from Chip?
Yeah.
The rope, you mean?
Whoever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll take the rope off of her so she can wake up and be like, "What's going on?"
Mhm.
You know, I have a question though. So,
Yeah.
are we the reason why the unthinkable happened in the first place?
I don't know, Pam. I
Always
don't know.
in this moment, was this always part of history?
I
That's
don't
what's
know.
making me.
Okay, that terrifying.
Yes, it quite very much is.
That's the
I
thing.
had a thought that maybe were the results of the time turner thing.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Like it almost cold us here.
I don't know.
Oh my.
I'm
It's
only
like-
capable of surface level thoughts.
It's possible. That's part of. Here's the thing. Part of being an oracle is already somewhat manipulating time. Or rather, having time be manipulated through you through the visions. So, I don't know. Maybe this is just a natural extension of that. Or maybe it's. She kind of looks over at Taya's unconscious body and sighs. I kind of understand her. Sometimes you want to make this power work for you the way that you think it should rather than the way it just does. And it's hard to see. Anyway, let's try this out.
all right, Iris.
Why do you think it was your destiny to become the Oracle?
Because it's what happened. Because if I didn't think that way, I would. I would be as upset with you now as I was at the start. Don't make me explain that in front of mixed company.
True. Fair. Full
Because-
responsibility.
Because from the time I was a little girl, I remembered a day full of hope that nobody else did. And it was either a childhood fantasy or it would become the thing that would determine what separated me from the rest of everyone I know and love for the rest of my life. I wasn't sure if it would, but it has. So, here I am. Is that a sufficient answer, Darius?
Yes, it was. Thank you.
I'm so surprised when you are actually satisfied with an answer I give. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay. Her voice is not used to this. Just let me talk like me. Gosh dang it. Okay. I wanted to differentiate between me and her if she's gonna wake up, just because it will feel really weird if I have to say something and she can have a throat ache later from this. That's fine. Okay. Everybody hide. Rendor?
Yeah.
she produces a wand that materializes in the same way that Rendor's hammer materialized from Tony. And she kind of boops you on the nose with it. You are invisible now.
Sweet. I'm one cool cannoli.
Wonderful. Okay. So, where is the rest of us hiding?
Can we just hide in the room that Tony was in?
Sure. It'll be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but...
Is Tony no longer in the room?
Tony is unconscious in the room.
Okay, we have to remove Tony from the room.
Okay. Darius, have you dispelled your cloud of daggers yet?
Never.
Well, if you're all going to climb into the closet, I think I should, yeah.
Okay, there we go. So everybody's in here, except for Rendor, who is invisible. And then we're going to put...
So,
yes.
why do I have to hide?
Because we're trying to... Well, Pam, you explain to Darius.
Oh, we're trying to have Rendor witness what happens with Taya and Drax's dead body, but none of us want to be seen because then she's going to be suspicious that she sees doppelgangers or just complete random strangers. So we're hiding while Rendor witnesses it.
Okay. Kido.
All right. So, you are invisible and surrounded by dead bodies, Rendor. The light flickering at the end of the hallway remains as it ever has been. I imagine that you all... Here, let me draw the box. That you all knock the box closed again, but not locked or anything like that. And leave it out, clearly in the sight of Taya. And I imagine that Drax has turned X cut across the chest up near her. Who has the job of waking Taya before they disappear?
Can Tony just do it? Or will that be too conspicuous?
I don't know. Well, Rendor can't attack or cast a spell or else the invisibility.
Oh, okay, that's
But,
true.
How
Who's
do we
the
wake her up?
fastest?
You wake her up, Pam?
How do we wake her up?
You could do
Good
like a
question.
medicine check or give her some health.
Okay.
Or
I can just boop, touch her a little bit and then just go back in the closet.
okay, then I
Other
will
words,
need
sentence.
Rendor and Pam to make stealth checks.
Oh
Ooh,
god,
stealth.
I don't think I'm good at stealth.
Rendor, you get advantage because you're
Alright.
invisible.
Yo, Tony. Oh
No.
my gosh, this guy's a monster.
I know.
Excuse me while I raise it up even higher.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not good at stealth.
Rendor stealth so hard. He is in the background of a scene with Nindis and Sarah. Ah.
He reaches across dimensions and bumps into an invisible moth.
Yes. That then puts him to sleep. Okay. Okay, so Pam, you're able to sneak away without her seeing you, but Rendor
Nice.
definitely tells. But Rendor, you're left alone and invisible in the corner. As Taya wakes up, I'm going to roll. What? Oh no. She kind of looks up and around, sees Tony passed out breathing. Looks across, sees Chip pass out with breathing. Just looks at Drax. And keeps looking at Drax like she's waiting for his chest to move, and it just doesn't. I'm going to roll a wisdom check for her at disadvantage. Because that's bad.
Yeah.
Drax? No. 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 Drax? Drax? Come on. Gosh. No. No, 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 no. She like scrambles over to him and is starting to like babble to herself. She starts speaking like a different language, like she thinks that will help. She pulls out like an herbalism kit and realizes that she doesn't have anything for it. Uh, the everything else you guys already took off of her. Like everything else is gone that she had. She's like,
I know, I feel bad.
yeah. Oh, come on. She like reaches for her notebook and doesn't find it. And she goes, ah! Ah! And then she finally looks at the box. And then she looks back at Drax and she looks around at her friends.
We 100% made this happen.
And then she looks
This is
at
our fault. Cool.
This is 100% our fault.
she looks at all of her friends. And then her eyes kind of sweep past. You feel it every time her eyes sweep past you, Rendor. You know she can't see you, but you still like feel it. You know what I mean? Of like, and her like, she's clearly somewhere between like she's crying and doesn't realize that she's crying, and she's just like looks around at all of her friends and she's like, I know what I said. I know what I said, and I warned you about this, but I didn't think it would. I'm the one who did it. I'm. The Oracle should never travel with a body. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to. I have. I'm so. No. She stands up and she's like, you see her opening and closing her hands a bunch at the edge of the box, Rendor. And then finally she kind of lets out a really shaky breath. And the box opens. I thought you were so foolish to try and meddle with that you didn't understand with time. I'm sorry I judged you. And she lifts it out. And she kind of takes a deep breath in, and with her right index finger, she flicks the hour hand back, and then she and her entire party disappears along with the box. So
yeah, I go and I recant that, or I don't recant it. What is the word for like? I just tell them what I saw. Yeah.
You perform
I
it
tell them
because
what I
you're
saw,
an entertainer. Yes.
My 17 brain. I tell them what I saw.
Yes. Do you want to make a quick either intelligence or performance check just to make sure that they like get all the details?
Yes.
Okay.
I will try. It doesn't matter. I'll just do intelligence. Okay.
You can use, or he can use Rendor's performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, interestingly enough, I actually think that Tony's stats are so freaking good that I think he actually outperforms. It's a tie between Tony and Rendor.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Well, keep in
Tony's-
mind, Rendor is a barbarian first and a bard second. So
It's true.
yeah, it's literally a +3 no matter what I do. So
Yeah.
we'll just
Tony's
go
got that
+3.
roguish charm, you know?
No doubt about it.
Okay. So it takes you a little while because you weren't expecting it to be that hard to watch, but you get everything out to tell them about how it went down. And you guys heard some of it muffled through the door, and you noticed when Tony's body disappeared from within that room with you guys.
Wait, I thought we moved Tony out.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Ignore me. Ugh.
Either way, that would have been cool. So I mean, ignore me. It's fine.
That's right. Okay. So yes, now that party and the box are gone. As you guys are all kind of standing around in quiet, trying to figure out what just happened, does everybody want to make a perception check?
The first thing I do is I slap Vincent's arm. I'm just like, nice going. The first thing I do.
My boy. Okay.
So perception.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
22, perfect for Dragonet. Rendor did great. Vincent did okay. Darius did Morgadonic did okay. Okay. I think pretty much everybody except for Darius and Vincent, as you're sitting there processing what just happened, trying to figure it out, everybody except for Darius and Vincent starts to hear a strange thumping sound coming from the wall of the hallway that you all fought in a moment ago. And it sounds strangely familiar. And you can hear further within familiar voices once again. And even though you're not physically at this part of the map, you start to hear sounds that are pretty clear to those of you who I've already described are part of this party once again duplicated in a different area of this dungeon.
Knew it.
Is the door that I came through still existent?
Do you want to roll an investigation check?
Yes, please.
Okay, go for
It's
it.
gonna suck though. Oh.
So you go back to the room. It was actually the closet that you guys had kept Tony in, and you guys were hiding in for that scene. You do not see a door that you came from. You could have sworn that you were walking through a large maze of mirrors for the longest time, but you do not see a door where that was.
Okay,
It's just
so
a stone wall.
it's disappeared.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of like look at Iris and like put my hand on her shoulder, and I'm like, Iris, I think we know how this battle's gonna go. Whatever happens, you can't use it, okay?
Okay.
You have to promise me. I kind of like grip her shoulder tighter.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
She kind of makes a face, and she's like, she doesn't really answer you, but I will say, Pam, you rolled a 20 investigation check, right? I will include as a part of that. You had taken out the. You had taken out the piece of wall earlier, right?
Yes.
I imagine you'd put it back in your scarf.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Well, probably not. I would probably still be holding it.
For sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Comfort object. Since I don't seem to have Jacques.
Yes. As you look back down at it now, a good portion of the days are gone. And in its place seems to be what appears to be as though like a small sketch, as if something had been etched into the cement or stone or adobe of the wall before it dried. That looks like a cartoonish picture of like a dude and a girl holding hands, and none of the day marks on it, or much fewer, like a week's worth. And with that unprocessed information, I think that's where we can end tonight's episode.
Oh my gosh.
I hope that was fun for everybody.
That was very fun.
Great.
I hope you answered some questions and gave some more questions in their place.
It did. Huh. So are the people in the sketch supposed to be... We'll talk about it later.
I mean, feel free to theory craft now.
I'm just kind of like... I can't quite
It's really-
remember... I can't quite remember like what the wall was from the beach, right?
Correct.
And I want to say that the people carved on the wall are Taya and Drax, but I don't know if that's misguided.
I don't know. Maybe some stuff happened on the beach that you don't know about.
Yeah. I don't know.
How are the rest of y'all feeling with what's been happening and the questions about how this works?
I honestly...
I feel a perfect amount of confusion.
That's a good response. Yes.
Yeah.
I am contented with this. See, it does make sense in my brain, but it's always hard for me to tell whether things are too obvious or not obvious enough
I'm just
from the opposite side.
quite lost, but I think that's part
It's
of the
like-
adventure.
Yeah. Like, I know time travel just is inherently confusing.
It's true.
So it's like that combined with what we know is like just giving like the perfect balance of like, is it like, was that us or is it them?
Mm-hmm.
So 100% seemed like our fault for everything that just happened.
Well, you never know.
I don't know. I mean, like, part of the thing is, for me, I wasn't sure if they were like, or, you know, we're like reincarnations of them or something, like our characters. Like, they always have the, you know, the same kind of party, like, grouping, if that makes sense. Is something I thought about. I don't know if it's true or not. If that were the case, then, like, maybe they would act in the exact same ways our characters would act, you know?
Yeah, that's
So,
the way
like,
it seems.
we think we're like responsible, but it wouldn't have really like would kind of have been the same way.
All very interesting ideas. Ooh, some things happened this session that I'm so very happy about. Ooh.
What was it?
I love that Rendor gave a luck point away without thinking about it. That
Where did luck
tickles my
come from?
Luck is a mechanic in D&D. It's a feat that you can take that lets you reroll stuff. I thought you had it.
Do I?
Aren't you lucky?
I'm confused.
Let me see.
How do I know if I have that?
It would be on your character sheet. Maybe I said no. Hold on. Land hands. Yeah, no, I don't see it. My apologies. I think it must have been something we talked about and then we decided not to go with.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Are we allowed to get feats for our, you know, future level ups and stuff?
Yes, of course. It makes things terribly interesting, so of course you can.
Don't really have any in mind, but I'm just curious.
Mm-hmm.
There's some new feats that came out too that are quite fancy.
I have to review Tasha's. I have to.
Yes.
That's the one with the healing sorcerer subtype, right?
No, that's I think that's Xanathar's
Okay.
or the other one. It's was one of those. It's Xanathar's has the
Okay.
the divine soul sorcerer.
Ooh. See, why?
See, if you go for that one, then you'll be able to get access to all the cleric spells along with the sorcerer spells, which I think creates the ideal combination in a caster.
It does. It's so good. I need it for an NPC. Ah. I need it. I legitimately. Oh man. Oh man. Why is it so much easier to make? I guess when I'm making player characters for myself or player characters for others, I want them to be interesting, so I give them more flaws. But when I make NPCs, I'm just like, you get all the cool things. You're so neat. And I think that's how Tony happened. I think that's how Tony happened. To be honest.
Tony is grand.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well done,
Okay.
friends. Well done.
Well, thank you to everybody for playing. I hope everybody had fun. Any
Yeah.
questions or complaints? Or
Just what's happening in general? Are we ever going to leave this island?
that is up to you and has been from the beginning.
Are we ever on
There
that?
wasn't. Oh, that's a good question.
Wasn't what?
I was gonna say there wasn't enough Ashoka.
That's true. There's zero Ashoka.
At this moment, Ashoka is just screaming in silent agony.
No! Hate that.
Silent wooden agony.
Yes.
The captain, I forget the captain's name, but the captain is just throwing Ashoka's body onto like a fire to fuel it.
Oh man.
Wait,
Oh my
Wait.
gosh.
can we get our cliffhanger ending?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
If it was just that would be so sad.
It's not that. It's not that. So I think I know what the cliffhanger ending is. Okay. So we zoom out. We ended on the scene with you all kind of collected around, reckoning with what just happened. We see Iris kind of reject to promise Vincent that she won't do the same thing. And she's kind of like thinking, and you're all a bit tense standing around. And then we zoom out from that and see kind of like an overview of the dungeon. And we zoom out further from that, and the darkness of the dungeon walls pulls out further until it's just the darkness of inked words on a page. And then that zooms out further, and you can see that it's just the journal lying open on the sand of the beach that you guys stopped at. And the journal gets picked up by a tanned hand. And that's the end of the episode.
Okay, what hand?
Oh my god.
By
What
a
is
tan
that?
hand.
Got it.
Tan hand?
Tan hand. Good
Tan
old
hand.
tan hand.
Tan hand. That's a new character for sure. Whoever this is, their name is now and forever Tan Hand.
Tan hand.
It's canon.
Tan hand?
Yeah.
Oh, tan hand. Okay.
So,
The tan hand can.
there you go.
Definitely
Good job.
confused.
Our party's inability to do bottle episodes continues. And, yeah. So, there you are.
You can just have us wake up next time. No, I'm kidding. All that happens, and we just are like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. But there is a lot to catch up on the outside world once y'all figure out what it is you need to figure out in here, and then move on and see whether or not it has to do with the island you are already on, with the world at large, or who knows what it could have to do with. It's so...
Shall see.
Indeed we shall. Thank you, everybody, for playing. I hope you had fun.
Thank you for DMing.
Yes, thank you.
Nick, I do think weirdly that the D6 works perfectly for Gregnut's level of chaos.
Right?
Yes. It's much easier.
It's just chaotic and organized enough for a Gregnut.
Just as upsettingly successful and hilariously as it needs to be.
Sweet.
I agree.
Yes. Okay. So does everybody want to do their very special sign-off?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Do I also count down from 10 for this? I can't remember.
No, we do not.
5.
5?
4.
Oh.
Wait, we don't do a countdown for this.
Yes,
One person does the countdown.
Oh, do we?
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
DieRole.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We love you.
Good night,
Have a
everyone.
nice day. Have a
See
good
ya.
night. Happy
Next
reading.
time.
Episode
See you
51.
later. Love you. Bye. Bye.